And we're back. And BP is back.
Yeah.
We're back in full force. How we feeling tonight, BP? We got a Baku card to break down.
We sure do. Early morning Saturday. Listen, first and foremost, sorry for missing last week, chat. I had a real good friend of mine growing up pass away in a car accident. It was very sudden. And then that was the day before my mother's birthday, who also passed away about a year ago. So it was her heavenly birthday. So we had some family stuff going on, and a bit of a, even though I present this rock star tough dude exterior, I'm a sensitive guy, and I've never had a friend. I've had some friends I know die of like drug overdoses and stuff like that, but I was never like super close to him. This is a guy I grew up with. I've known him since 6th grade, and he went through a lot of stuff in his life. That wasn't his fault. He's a good person, super talented dude. And he got completely, it wasn't his fault. He died. He got hit head on. Some woman was texting on her phone, went over the double yellow on some country road in Kentucky, hit him head on. And so he's got a young son that he left behind, a new wife they left behind. And it was tough. It was really tough, but I got a ton of messages from you boys. I really appreciate that. I'm in good spirits now. I'm on vacation. I'm staring at the fucking Atlantic Ocean right here. And I'm ready to do this Baku card, baby. I'm ready to rip in. Your boy's ready. He's doing it. I got the floral shirt on. We'll maybe loosen a couple of these buttons. Ooh. I got the TED Talk mic on right here. We're ready to go.
We're back, baby. We're back. Andy, how we doing tonight? Jay got plays. Condolences.
Thank you, brother.
Always a lot of love for BP. Acid work site, so I can't watch live. But hey, Jeff, thanks for the Ian Gary. Oh, I got you. It's coming home tonight. Coming to my home as we speak. Also, sorry to hear, BP.
Thanks, brother.
I gave him one of the cards we ripped on the live stream Friday or something. But
nice.
Yeah. Loyal supporter, Acid Legs fan, always in the chat.
Yeah, he's always in the chat. He's a real one.
How we doing, brother?
Trent's my guy. Ohio, stand up.
My thoughts and prayers, BP. Vince, always in the chat as well. Thank you, Vince. And as always, a lot of other people. Romeo Dobbs, Stan. How about fucking Giannis, Romeo Dobbs, getting traded to the Heat, bro? It's so sad to see, but it's about time. It's about time they got rid of him. Let him fly.
Let him fly. The freak, Greek freak. What is it? Yeah, Greek freak. That's it.
It's going. It's going. Jaden Cable. This guy.
Hayden, show your feet.
Show my feet? I don't think you want to see. I got socks on as well. So
I got bun. You know what? You know what's crazy is I have ingrown toenail issues, right? So I've had to have that procedure where they numb you and they rip you out, right?
That was like one of my fears growing up.
Oh, brother. I've had it done on both sides of my big toe. I've had it done 4 times. Horrible. First time I did it, I was 16, waiting in the lobby. This big cowboy comes out. And I mean cowboy hat, cowboy boots, and he's limping. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do this? Right. Go in there. This needle through the big toe felt like it went through the bone. I screamed, what the fuck? My mom's like, Brian, the doctor's laughing his head off. He's ripping into my feet. However, the nurse, who was very muy caliente, said, you got really nice feet. And I went, oh,
really nice feet.
She told me I had nice feet, bro.
Clearly
so, Jaden Cable, brother, if you want to see some feet, let me know. I'll show you some, show you my dogs if you want.
You don't want to see my dogs. My wife says I got bunions on both of my toes.
I do too. Yeah. From years of being on my feet walking. Yeah. They're not good. They're not good.
T-Swizz, my best friend, died in a car wreck on the way to my house, May 3rd, 2025. I feel you. Time heals all wounds. Roll on from it, but never forget your dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough, brother. Yeah, he was a DJ, a pretty famous one. Well, I won't say pretty famous. He did the NBA All-Star game for like 5 years in a row. Then he got married, went to California. That fizzled out. He moved back to Cincinnati, won a DJ competition in Cincinnati recently. So anyway, he had a little bit of a name. So the news did a story of him on the news and tweeted him out and stuff, which I thought was great. Shout out Channel 5 for doing that for D-Lo, David Logan. Shout out my guy. He was a real one.
Shout out D-Lo. What do you think about this weekend's card, BP? I know you're
I mean, listen.
So maybe you haven't, been super locked in, but
I've been pretty locked in. It's not a bad card. Baku is something I didn't even know this city existed. I've heard of the country Azerbaijan, but I never knew Baku was a thing. But they've been there twice recently, and obviously they got some fighters from there. They got a fighter kicking the card off. I know Fiziev isn't technically from there, but he reps there. I think he was born in Kyrgyzstan, but he kind of reps Azerbaijan. And we got Naz Sadikov as well from there. But yeah, I dig the card, right? This is the first time ever in our tripping. It's a 10-hour drive, right? And we leave Saturday at 4 a.m. to head back to Cincinnati.
Ooh.
The card starts at 9 a.m. That's halfway from our drive. So I'm going to switch with the wife for the first time ever. Let her drive. I don't ever let her drive. I do the whole thing myself, but I'm going to let her drive. I'm going to switch it so I can watch the fights on my phone. But yeah, I'm excited, dude. I think it's a pretty decent looking little card. I mean, we all still have that UFC 250 Freedom hangover a little bit. Like last card I thought was really good. And then this card I think is pretty solid on paper. I think there's some plays that could some money. There's no crazy like huge favorites. Like there's not like minus 800 or anything. I think everything's pretty competitive. So there's some chance to win some money if you play your cards right, which I like.
Yeah, I think the biggest favorite is Rockman minus 600. Yeah,
is that who it is? 600. Yeah, I saw.
Days doesn't even seem that big, you know.
Not really, right? I mean, shit. I mean, you saw what happened last week with what's his Bojas winning. You know, he was a huge fucking dog. Yeah,
dude. Oh, that reminds me. By the way, empty the clip. Fucking Michael Aswell, dude. I'm looking like an idiot out here. What was this? BP, you're supposed to be on the show so you can talk me off the ledge.
Yeah, brother. I liked Aswell too. I did. I mean, Bolanos is 8-5. But I tell you what, he looked fucking big for a guy coming up in weight. Yeah, he looked fucking. His back looked huge against Aswell. He looked bigger. And he was getting roughed up in round one, and then he bit down that fucking mouthpiece, brother. And yeah, Aswell, man, this is the guy that's like, everyone's like, he's good, you know, he's fighting good competition, and then he's doing the short notice stuff, and you're like, he's gonna win, and then he drops an egg against Bolanos. You're like, oh, that's a fight you should have won, brother. Should have won that one.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't lay like the minus 400 whatever he was on. I just bet him to win inside the distance, but yeah, dude, like what the fuck's going on here? I thought that was a great matchup for Aswell to get downhill with his boxing, but the dude, I don't know. I was doing some stuff. My sister-in-law got married yesterday, and
Congratulations.
So I was at a rehearsal Saturday. So I was like semi keeping up with it on my phone, but I wasn't really watching. But I went back and watched a little bit of it, and it was just kind of back and forth stuff. So he never was able to like let it go. So we'll see what happens with him next.
Yeah.
And another fighter that I've met in person goes on to lose. Seems like anytime I see somebody in person, next time they fight, they always fucking lose, dude.
It's like me with the packs. We're gonna rip some packs tonight. They're all gonna be duds. And you know, you meet a fighter, you fucking jinx them. You know what I mean?
Well, there's actually a fighter on this card that I saw not too long ago.
Oh, I might have to change my plays then, brother. I might have to switch my plays up then, brother.
Maybe you probably won't actually, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
My sicko parlay went 0 for 3 as well. This was definitely one of the worst sicko parlays that I put in, to be honest. But I did have a couple other long shots I gave out on social media that lost by one leg. So
you were on Hader and Mill. I was just talking pre-show. I really
I was on Hader, dude.
Hader Mill. I didn't think I never in a million years thought C-Rod would finish him. I mean, C-Rod's not really a finisher, and Hader has proven to be decent chin, but he is getting older, and he's been chin before. But yeah, that was a beautiful setup by C-Rod. Yeah, that was a Duke Rufus, RIP. Duke Rufus was looking down on my boy, giving him some head kick knowledge. Yeah,
that was just picture perfect. You know.
Yeah.
Coach dies, comes back, fucking head kick into the guillotine. A little bit of everything. He gets the head kick for Duke and then hits the sub because he's a good grappler. So Jacob Gilly. Hey, Jeff, I think the Cody Steele video was just Ilya versus Justin too.
You win the rematch.
True.
Nice.
Very true. Very, very true.
Props to Hayden for getting in there, by the way. There's a lot of people. Props to Cody Steele for being a cool dude, right? I mean, there's a lot of fighters that would have been like, you know, Sean Strickland would have pulled a gun on you or something, right? You know, that guy's fucking nuts. Sure, and then props to Hayden to get in there with a high-level professional fighter and doing that, and then posting it, posting what happened. So respect all around for both boys right there. I love shit like that. You know what I mean? That's what like a lot of people don't understand. Like I get so many people who don't know MMA are like, dude, if I walked into an MMA gym, like those guys would just beat my ass, wouldn't they? I was like, no, dude, they're not. Like if you walk in an MMA gym and you act like an idiot, you might get beat up, but there's always going to be like someone there to protect you because they're first class dudes, right? They're not like, watch the video of Chris Curtis with some dude who went in there and was like, hey, I'm 100-0. And Chris was just tapping him, beating him up. He gassed out. Then he said some shit like, I would have beat you if I had cardio. And then shit went all haywire. And Chris was like, the reason I did it is because if they gave you someone else, they'd fucking kill you. And that's kind of how MMA gyms work. But respect to both dudes.
Like whenever I see something like that, where there's like a trained fighter, like a pro fighter versus like a regular Joe Schmo. Yeah. The pro fighter almost every time like takes it easy until they get gassed out because they know like this guy's going to gas out. He can't keep up this pace. He's mentally going to be strained. And then 100%. I'm just going to toy with him for the rest of the fight.
Exactly. Yeah. They know that like, and Cody seems like a guy that's always in shape. I mean, he physically looks insane shape, but yeah, they know how to, and then too, like when you get in there with a pro fighter, you're just so tense and you don't do it. You don't do this a lot and your fucking heart rate's going or whatever. That drains you too. You could be in the best shape of the world, but you start getting fucking right here. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That could zap you too. I've seen it a million times. Dude, someone asked me how long you need to make 265. I mean, we're about 30 pounds off, I'm being honest with you. But I cut out some things. I mean, listen, there's a lot of fat to lose. So I'm going to say 2 months. I'd do 2 months. No problem.
It was a bad stoppage, by the way.
Bad stoppage. Yeah.
Dude, look at how big Cody Steele's head is compared to mine.
Yeah. He's got a dome on him.
Massive fucking head.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked at it. I said, that guy's never getting KO'd. Unless it's from a body shot or like a doctor stoppage, because I hit him with some big shots, man. I hit him with my patented left hook, and it wobbled him a little bit, but he didn't come down, you know. I have a card today. I'm feeling lucky.
Whoa, there you go. Jeez,
there we go. Was that weird?
That was me. Okay. That was my audio. I think I clapped, and I think I spiked. I'm not going to clap anymore. Congrats, Vince.
Congratulations, Vince. And if anyone else wants to pull a Hey Drive card, go rip some cards on homofightcards.com because we're giving away a UFC 329 experience in Las Vegas. There's only 20 cards in total, so you can rip a Matty Betts or a Hey Drive. There's only 20 cards in total, and so whenever somebody pulls one, there's less of them out there. I believe you have until like this Friday, I want to say, or maybe – I don't know the exact day, but there's not many days left. I think maybe 4 days left. So go rip them, homofightcards.com. And once you rip your card, you could sell it back for 90% market value, which is $200. So if you want to just take your money, you can run. Otherwise, you can keep it and get entered into the drawing. So you're going to have a 1 in 20 chance if you have one card. And you'll get 2 tickets to International Fight Week. And then you'll get 2 nights at the Bellagio and a private dinner with the Homo Fight team. I believe that's going to be on Friday. So
sick.
Super sick. I had this idea. This was my idea, by the way, BP.
I love it.
My idea, because after we were in Miami, there was like some comment that was like, dude, it'd be awesome to like go to an event with you guys or whatever. And I'm like, dude, why don't we just do that for an upcoming card? Because, you know, we can gamify it a little bit. So you don't gotta like, you know, pay for it in any way, but you can have fun, get a card, and you know, make it a game. Should be fun.
I love it. It's a great idea. I talked to Hayden before this, just so anybody know there's no funny business. You know, Hey Jive and I do a show together. We're friends. I try to hack the line. I try to say, hey, do you think that maybe your boy can win this one? Can you give this one to your boy? He said absolutely not. So go rip some cards, get a Hey Jive, get a Matty Betts. And hopefully you guys win, because that's not, I mean, the fucking idea is awesome. Who wouldn't want to go? Bellagio is a great hotel, having dinner with the boys, International Fight Week events, unreal, awesome stuff.
Should be a good weekend.
Yeah.
If you don't want to have dinner with us, if you think it's gay,
it seems
then,
gay.
You can just
dinner's gay now.
You could sell it back, or you could just skip the dinner. You could just skip the dinner. You don't have to go to dinner with us if you don't want to.
Dinner's gay now. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm old, man. Dinner's gay. Shit.
Dinner's gay as hell.
Yeah.
All right, BP, what do you say? Should we get down to business here?
Let's get down. Let's get it cracking.
Remove. There we go. Let's get down to business. We got what, 13 fights? Whew. We got a lot of weird matchups, honestly. I'm looking at this card, I'm like, what is going on here? It kind of feels like they just had to fill up the card with shit.
Sure.
And we got a couple of UFC debutants from Azerbaijan on this card, and one of them is Tahir Abdullayev, who comes in as a slight favorite against another UFC debutant, Jefferson Nascimento, slight underdog, plus 100. 13-0 for the 26-year-old Nascimento, Brazilian, been fighting in LFA, 6-0 in LFA. And he's taking on the 21-3 Azerbaijanian. He's 29. And Jefferson is going up a weight class. I think he's normally a lightweight, but it's a bit of a short notice matchup for him. So he's going up to 170 to hear the guy that normally fights at 170. BP, what do you think about this matchup, dude? It should be a contender series matchup, but it's on a UFC card.
It's on the UFC because the tank, Abdullayev, is from Azerbaijan. So they're like, let's throw him on there. Yeah, the tank, listen, I know Nascimento is coming up from 55 to 70, but the tank really isn't that big of a 70. He's pretty wide. He seems pretty strong. He's wild. Like, he loves to throw a good flying knee, big punches, a lot of submissions on his record, a lot of club and stuffs. He'll hammer you. You got to fall to the ground or take your neck. He appears to be a strong guy. Nascimento, though, he's a guy that came up in the LFA, but like the Brazilian part of the LFA, right? Where the LFA goes down in Brazil. Undefeated fighter. I think he looks pretty good, right? He's got some good wins on his record. I mean, his last couple guys he's fought are guys with some decent records who are capable of winning fights. And Nascimento looked pretty good. Has some power. Obviously, still grooming, right? His takedowns aren't that great. I don't know what he's like off his back, but I do like his striking. I think it's more consistent. I think it's more polished than the tank. I think the tank throws wild. He's going to come out there and look for a finish. I think he'll ultimately gas out on that as well. I think he'll slow down. And I think Nascimento will play in the pocket and play for his strengths, even though he's coming up a weight, doesn't have to cut to 55. So I like his gas tank here. I think this is going to be a very close fight. Azerbaijan's going to be cheering for their guy, depending if this is the type of country that shows up early in the building, since he is the curtain jerker. But I like Nascimento. I think Nascimento is going to get done here. I love that he's plus money. I think he's a solid prospect. Not running to click the button to fucking put all my money on Nascimento. Don't get me wrong, but I do like Nascimento. I think he's solid. I think he can win a decision here. And if the tank gasses out because of the crowd, too emotional, fucking whatever you want to call it, right? Sometimes fighting in your home crowd, in your home country or whatever, sometimes that works against you. And he slows down, Nascimento could get a TKO finish here. Don't know if that's going to happen, but just give me Nascimento plus money. Maybe take him by decision as well. If you want to dance with some even better plus money, I like Nascimento.
MMA Locker Room Mills says, I do LFA grades and breakdowns.
He's a B minus.
B minus.
He's not bad. He's not bad at all. I was surprised watching tape on him. Because he's a guy that I was really under the radar for me. I don't watch a ton of those LFA Brazil cards. But I went back and watched all his performances there and a couple before that. And I'm like, this guy's decent. He's not bad.
Yeah, I saw 13-0 and 6-0 in LFA, and I thought he was going to be really fucking good. You know? And then I went to tape and I'm like, he's solid. Like, he's not anything special. I wouldn't really say he's got like a huge ceiling in the UFC. I don't think he's like the greatest athlete. I think he throws his punches kind of weird, like kind of pushes them like this.
He does, yeah.
And not really, by design like Gaethje. Like Gaethje does that a little bit, but like it's not really design. Just kind of a weird flow with his striking.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think after watching tape on Tahir Abdullayev and looking at the competition that Abdullayev has been facing, I think Nascimento's more than good enough to win this fight, dude. Like, he's just way more technically sound. He moves his feet pretty well. Seems like he's got good cardio. He got a round 4 finish his last fight, which wasn't that long ago, May 29th. He's been 5 rounds. He's won a 5-rounder. Abdullayev I think this guy slows down bad after round 1. You look at his recent wins, and they're against absolute cans.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're just really bad fighters. Like, dude, if anyone comes out of GFC, like if GFC is the last fight you had before you get into the UFC or even Contender Series, like, I'm fading your ass. Georgian Fighting Championship is terrible. Like, some of the worst guys you'll ever see.
Which is crazy because Georgia's such a hotbed for fucking talent. I guess it's just like,
yeah, and it's just like there's so many guys trying.
Yeah.
So I think Nascimento at underdog odds here is definitely catching my attention. I know round 1, you know, Tahir might be dangerous, but I'm looking at his round 1 finishes. I'm like, I'm watching him. It's not like he's like cold cocking people with like really slick striking, or he's taking guys down, ragdolling them, and like just jumping on a neck really quick. It's like he's getting them to the ground and like getting these weird, like a north-south choke.
Yeah.
That arm triangle choke he had, like the guy, I don't even think he was trying to defend it. I think he just wanted to get out of there. I think Nascimento is going to be able to survive that, and then he should be able to take over.
Yeah, he's pure strength. There's not a lot of tech. Like a north-south choke getting submitted in 2026, that's pathetic. If you do that, like, that's crazy to me. This guy obviously has incredible strength and squeeze, and that's just dudes giving up, right? That's just dudes going, fuck, this is tight. But it's not going to put you out. You just don't want to deal with the pain anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Catching you guys live for once. Shout out to Arc of Darkness. We are live.
We are live, baby.
Nas decision, in my opinion. I agree. I do think it's probably a decision.
Yeah.
If you say both their names at the same time, the couch will start floating. Tahir Nascimento.
It is. My couch is the couch in the condo is floating behind me. Oh shit.
But yeah, give me Nascimento. I think he gets it done. All right, move on. We got a bantamweight bout. BigJive MMA taking on Gene Matsumoto. Sits at -152. MMA comes back at +132. Couple of younger bantamweights on the south side of 30, and a couple guys that I think had, you know, a lot of promise coming into the UFC, but have had a little bit of mixed results. Losses to Topuria, Alexandre Topuria, and Umar Nurmagomedov, and G Matsumoto losses to Farid Basharat and Rob Font. So, I mean, those aren't bad losses. And the guys that they have beaten are fairly decent as well. I'm interested to see this fight. I'm looking at it, and I could see it going a lot of different ways. But BP, tell me what you think.
I think Amakan's got it, brother. I think he's got this one. I should take Jean because I'm in North Carolina. I'm visiting my grandmother. Her name is Jean. So all the signs point me to take in Gene Matsumoto. But this guy's a split decision merchant. If you can't beat Rob Font on your grappling alone, what are we doing? Like, I know he took him down like 50 times, but it's like, hold him down and fucking beat him. You know, I know it's a split decision. Could have went either way. But still, like, I just don't see anything from this kid that really separates him. I think this could be a close fight. I think Amakan got thrown to the wolves against Umar. He did better than people thought. They're like, oh, shit, this guy's okay. And then, you know, then he goes out there. What last fight? Tell me what was last fight again. I don't have it in front of me.
Amakan?
Yeah, Topuria's brother. And I think he got beat by the name, right? I think he got beat by the name. I think he got beat too much trying to take him down and wrestle as opposed to doing his own game. And you're giving me plus money. I like Amakan here at +132 over Matsumoto. It's going to be close. It's going to be a decision. I don't see either of these guys finish each other. I see they're fighting for a position on the ground. I see them fighting, scrambling, trying to get usually it used to be two grapplers fight. They become strikers, maybe. But I see these boys hitting the mat, and I like Amakan +132 plus money. I like it. I like it. Back-to-back plus monies for your boy. I'm going to put that little parlay, get the night going or the day going or the morning going whenever you're watching it. Yeah, give me Amakan, but I'm surprised it got lined this way. I understand it to an extent. They're getting two-way action, but I like Amakan.
Interesting. Very interesting. +132 on Amakan. And I think you're on the right track there because
here we go.
I look at this and I'm like, what do I think is most likely to happen in the matchup?
Yeah.
And I think at some point early in this fight, Almacan is going to tag Matsumoto with something big because Matsumoto is just so hittable. He's got that like march you down Muay Thai style where he kicks a lot. So his defense is going to be lacking because he kicks a lot, and he's hands high with like no head movement and pumping like 1-2s and really trying to put a pace on you. So Almacan's going to tag him with something, dude, because Almacan is like a counter striker, stays to the outside, fast movements, commits to his shots, but he's not going to throw a lot. So he's going to really wait for his opportunities. So I think the question just becomes, does Matsumoto like eat the shot? Does he eat the shot? Does he recover from the shot? Does Almacan gas himself out going for the finish? That part, I don't know. So I think you're on the right track, like looking towards Almacan, but I think if he doesn't get that finish, I don't know how it's going to, I think it's going to go downhill for him because Matsumoto, I think, has got the much better cardio. I don't really trust Almacan's defensive grappling after like a round because I think he's a bit of he slows down a little bit. I think he gets a bit hittable. He's even hittable early on in fights too. So I think the line's kind of accurate. Like I think Matsumoto has more ways to win the fight, but I don't trust him defensively to avoid the big shots because he puts himself out there. And I mean, Farid Basharat had him on skates. Farid does not hit hard whatsoever, dude. Like he's a stick and poke kind of guy.
Sure.
So, yeah, it's probably a pass for me, dude. I don't really want to get involved because also like they're
get involved, dude. Don't stand by. Play a little.
Well, I would either go like Almacan KO1, KO2,
okay,
or like Matsumoto late sub. Like if he's really getting some grappling going against Almacan, I think he could maybe snatch something up if Almacan's starting to weather and get gassed a little bit. Okay. So I would look for those props. I don't want to play a side though. I was actually maybe thinking playing the fight to not go the distance at plus 135. But Almacan's not really a guy that, has been finished all that often, and Matsumoto's never been finished. So like we're really banking on somebody slowing down or just getting caught. And that plus 130, I'm not really like, if it was plus 200, maybe, but plus 130, I'm not really getting a ton of the good feelings with that number.
Sure.
XOT decision pick, got to pay the cost to be the boss. Cha-ching is all I see. How about fucking Poirier, dude?
Let me address this right here. I give Dustin Poirier an absolute pass. And I'll tell you what. Here's a guy that's on Father's Day traveling in Atlanta Airport. He gets drunk, right? We're all not perfect, right? We've all done. I'm a non-drinker. But in my early days, how many times do you think I got drunk and I just happened to not be arrested because I wasn't at a fucking airport? I was a scumbum, right? Dustin Poirier, Father's Day, away from his family, trying to fly home to the family, get absolutely ripped at the airport, and then is belligerent towards cops. Now, I had to rewatch the video back numerous times. Apparently, he did say the N-word. Chris Curtis went live on TikTok today, and Chris Curtis Chris Curtis says, "Listen, I've known a lot of dudes from Louisiana, white dudes from Louisiana. If they're from a certain part of Louisiana, you accept it. That I have no problem with him doing that, right? But this isn't a guy who didn't hurt anybody. Yes, he technically tried to fight the airport cop, but he didn't cause a scene. He didn't pull his dick out. He didn't hit women, right? I think, and I love his statement. He's like, listen, I got to fix this. I got a problem. Now, if it happens again, then we're having an issue, right? I mean, people love Conor McGregor. He's selling out everywhere, right? You know what I mean?
Look at all this shit. Fighters do much worse.
Look at what Conor McGregor's done, right? I mean, Conor McGregor's a convicted rapist. I mean, people forget that. He's convicted rapist in Ireland, right? But people love him. Dustin Poirier got drunk on Father's Day, right? He said the N-word. That sucks. That's horrible. But, Bobby Green, King Green gave him a pass. And my black friend Chris Curtis gave him a pass. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Again, I'm a white man. I can't really I can see other people being upset by it. But him being drunk in the airport, not hurting anybody and not pulling his dick out, yeah, I have no problem with what he did. He got caught. He apologized. We move on. People, the MMA media are making this a big deal. Any little story in MMA is a big deal. So they're doing it. But I stand by Dustin Poirier. I still think he's a good dude.
Yeah, I think he is too. I don't think it's like that big of a deal. Like in the grand scheme of things, like who cares? Like we see like he didn't fucking go beat the women that were like at the gate, you know, the workers at the gate. Like if he started punching, like laying,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like it could have been a lot worse. My only thing is like I think he'll be like down on himself enough to where he'll like try to fix it at this point.
Yeah.
So like it's obviously not a good look, but the video itself was kind of funny.
Oh, it's crazy. When it dropped on my timeline, I'm like, okay, let's see how bad this is. Because when I first originally saw it, I didn't think it was at the airport. I thought he was at a bar.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, so, and then he goes, these fucking bitches. Oh, let's go. I'll fight you right now. It went from because the airport cop, the guy with the body cam, was terrified. He's like, when the cop showed up, he's like, yo, that's UFC fighter Dustin Poirier, man. Like, fuck this. Like, I'm not near him. But yeah, Dustin, and I love the vulnerability. He's like, listen, I got to figure out what to do with myself after fighting. Right. And his dad was a drunk. He's like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to correct it. And, you know, we all make mistakes. So, it's not something that is the end of the world.
Dude,
yeah, the video was
the cop went, what did he say? Are you Dustin Poirier? He goes, man, fuck you.
Man, fuck you. I'll fight you right now. Come on, let's go. Yeah. And then the cop, the real cop shows up and he goes, all right, arrest me. And then he fist bumps the airport. Yeah, you did a good job. You did a good job. It's like, what?
Did the best you could.
This guy was next level drunk. And he could have done, I mean, he could have swung on everybody, spit on people, did horrible things. But that's just not the person he was. He was a blackout drunk. He needs to fix that. He needs to check the drinking problem. But it's obviously it's news because he's a huge star. But
when he pulled his shorts up too, I was like, this is scenes, dude. Like this is awesome. Yeah. Can you imagine like being in that airport and like watching it all go down and be like, oh my God, I'm witnessing history right now.
If people didn't know who he was, like I would have ran over and be like, guys, like let's stay away from this dude. Let's take a couple steps back. Like this guy will fuck everybody up. Because people might have just saw a tattooed dude getting drunk. They might not know who he was. Luckily, the airport security guy knew who he was and immediately backed up and pulled his taser. It was like, I'm not doing this. Fuck this.
Man, fuck you.
Are you Dustin Poirier? Man, fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, but he got checked in and he slept it off and he woke up and got bailed out or whatever. Apparently he was super friendly and nice to the people in Atlanta, flew back home and he's got to deal with this now. But poor DP. I've grown to like Dustin Poirier a lot and that's just unfortunate. You know, drinking problems are real and he admitted that he might have one and his father had one and he's not going to be that. So let's hope he gets clean. Clean, I guess. Even if he has a problem. Let's hope he gets clean.
Let's hope. A little sobriety for DP.
Yeah, bud.
All right, let's keep her moving. We got a welterweight bout. Daniil Danchenko comes in at minus 450, taking on Theodore Berggren, who sits at plus 350. Berggren making his UFC debut. He's 8-3, and Daniil is 13-2. I mean, this is not exactly a matchup that is going to get the fans super excited, but we have it. I mean, Theodore Berggren is a guy that can't grapple. Most of his losses have come because he cannot defend a takedown, can't get up. But he has shown a little bit of improvement. I think he got TKO recently. Yeah, this Samadev guy that he fought recently kind of did the same thing where he's grappling him and then he TKO'd him late. So at least there's a little bit of improvement there. But on the feet, southpaw striker, pretty decent, movement, but I don't think he's overly like that dangerous. Berggren's been fighting in Cage Warriors and FCR, which are promotions. Daniil Danchenko, we know this guy beat the piss out of Alex Morono his last time out, won the Ultimate Fighter against Cezinando, and he's going to be a big favorite here. So the question is, do we lay the price here? BP minus 450 on Danchenko, or do we lay off? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I like Donchenko at minus 450. It's tough. And the guy's 2-0 in UFC, coming off the Ultimate Fighter win, which is nice. But DC backed the wrong horse. You know, he was on DC's team and he went, "Now I'm gonna like Cezinando, come train with me instead of Donchenko." I know Donchenko probably elected to train in Florida or Ukraine, wherever he fucking trains at. But yeah, Bergen stand up, Donchenko stand up. Donchenko laying 100 strikes over Morono, slowed down a little bit, dropped him, could have got him out of there, but didn't really have that killer instinct, which cost me. I had Donchenko by KO. Hopefully he can KO Bergen here. Bergen is a stand-up guy. There's no grappling going to be involved. I actually think Donchenko, he's a pretty well-rounded guy from coming from a kickboxing background. He does have some good power, but I do think he might want to mix up some wrestling here because Bergen is definitely a fish out of water there. You might want to take him down, easiest path to victory, get a sub, show the UFC, show everyone, hey, I'm well-rounded. I got skills to pay the bills. I'm the Ultimate Fighter champion, and a guy, you know, I think he needs a finish here. At this number against a Swedish newcomer, you need a finish, regardless of how it comes. With that, I know the Ultimate Fighter tag doesn't have as much pop anymore as it used to, but it still holds a little bit of weight. I mean, Joseph Morales is out there doing his work. Donchenko needs to go out there and do his work. And I think he's skilled to do it. And I think he's getting better each time he steps in there. And it's crazy how young he is as well. He's still only 24, so improving greatly. Yeah, you're gonna have to cut that price by finding a finish. You know, submission, striking. Submission is gonna give you a better prop. You could double chance it and be a pussy. You could play the under. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna attack this fight. I do want to bet it because I do think Donchenko is going to get it done. I think he's a superior athlete, superior fighter. However, 450 steep. But I like Donchenko.
Yeah, I'm kind of having a tough time figuring out how Bergen wins, though. I'm like, is he gonna KO him? I guess he could clip him. Donchenko's never been finished, though. He's only lost 2 decisions. But you know, I do think Bergen could compete on the feet here. I just don't know that he's gonna win it. I know Donchenko's a Tiger Muay Thai guy, so he was a training partner with Fiziev for a while, and he's only 24. So I mean, he's got to be getting better over the years. 24 with 15 career professional fights, and he's got a couple subs. So if he wants to, you know, he got a takedown against Cezinando in round 1. So I think he can wrestle here against Bergen if he wants to, but I'm sure he probably is going to try to go out there and strike. So I do think Donchenko wins here. I don't know. This guy, Emmett LePage, Bergen decision or TKO, he's really feeling a Bergen win here.
Okay. I mean, listen, that's a nice little dog cash if you get it there, Emmett.
I mean, Emmett LePage must know something to be saying TKO in 2 or decision, which is a weird call.
When in doubt, take the bruh.
Take the bruh. When in doubt, take the bruh.
Take the bruh.
What is the under 1.5?
I think she's juicy.
Plus 120.
Oh, better than I thought.
I'll have PTSD from taking the under 1.5 against fucking Morono when he did it. I mean, the ref just didn't stop the fight.
No, I played that every which way because I was like, Morono, he's a coach, he's a commentator, he's chinny, he done. And he fucking took 100 strikes, went to the goddamn decision. Come on.
Yeah, he's just not that guy. All right, let's move on. We got a featherweight bout. Con Offley comes in at plus 159, taking on Javier Reyes. Sits at minus 184. Javier Reyes 1-0 in the UFC with a TKO win in round 1 against Douglas Silva de Andrade. Con Offley 2-2, coming off a very controversial decision against Ija. Before that, he won against Ricardo Hamosh. So he's on a 2-fight winning streak after losing his first 2 UFC fights. He comes in as the dog here. BP, are we taking the dog or are we trusting the chalk here? What do we think?
I like the chalk here. Offley's a guy that I think is
awfully bad.
Awfully bad. I could have done that. That's too easy, bro. My comedy's not that easy. No, I just don't think he is all that great, if I'm being honest with you. I think he's got T-Rex arms. I think he can squeak by for a few fighters. I don't think he's very durable, even though he's only been finished once. I just don't trust this guy. And Reyes has got some pop. Is it the best looking shit you've ever seen? No. It's not, but he's got some pop, right? And I think if he lands on Offley, who might rush a takedown, who might kind of rush into trying to close the distance because his arms are this fucking big, right? He's got to get in there with those T-Rex arms. I think Reyes is going to clip him. I think Reyes is going to knock him out. I like Reyes by KO. That's how I'm going to play this. KO only, Reyes. Again, I don't have the line in front of me. I apologize. But yeah, give me Javier Reyes by KO. And I'm going to spend the money tonight already on the winnings of that. Cause I think it's in the books there.
Wow.
I think it's in the books, right? I'm awfully confident. Sorry, I yelled again. God damn it. I can't. Sorry. I got to keep my emotions down because mic pops. My apologies to the audio.
OBP.
Here we go.
We're going to have to disagree, dude.
Of course.
I've been calling this guy Javier Reyes a fraud.
Okay.
So I got to stick with it. I don't think he's good. I really don't. I mean, if you have that stiff of striking and you can't wrestle,
yeah,
I can't fucking believe in you. I just can't, dude. I think the way he wins this fight is just being bigger than Con Offley. But
yeah,
if that's the case, then so be it. But I think I might have to take a shot on Con Offley at plus 150 here because I think he's the much more dangerous grappler when we're talking submissions. I think Javier Reyes sticks his head into shit because he like doesn't have any athleticism. He's so stiff. If he goes for takedowns, it's literally just bending over at the waist, like sticking his head into guillotines, which Con Offley has a good guillotine. And on the feet, Reyes' striking defense is awful. I mean, I bet fucking Silva de Andrade against him because I thought Silva de Andrade could catch him with a shot. And he did catch him with a shot, but it wasn't enough to put him out. And the 40-year-old Silva de Andrade then quickly fucking mailed it in after that. So, I mean, I think Offley's boxing is actually decent. Like his shorter arms would help him in the pocket. And Reyes keeps his chin up. So I do think Reyes' jab, for how like stiff it looks, it might be effective here because he's got the reach advantage, but he like pumps the jab like this, but he like puts his chin up.
It's not pretty.
Yeah.
Definitely not pretty. No.
He can get into the pocket. I think he can hurt him. He hurt Ija in his last fight.
Yeah.
And he even damn near got TKO'd in round 2, but he stayed in there. He dogged it out. So I like that. He showed me he can dog it out. I got to go with Offley here, dude. I just don't believe in this Javier Reyes guy.
All right. Hey, listen, if you've been calling him a fraud from day one, stick with your gut.
Yeah.
Get your money back, because he's 1-2. Have you bet against him in the 2? Or you just believe he's a fraud? Okay. All right.
Both of them.
So you need to get your money back.
Yeah.
He owes
Reyes
you.
too much for Offley, Reyes, KO. That's the thing, dude. I don't understand how he gets these KOs. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
No, it's very ugly. He's got 11 of them, which is crazy. He just has that power. Like it's like Tony Ferguson. Nothing looked good with Tony Ferguson, but he got a lot of finishes. It's weird. I love this comment by it says BP might be the best customer service call center I've ever seen. Yeah, so I was gonna wear the Apple headphones, the Maxes to do this, but the charger I brought won't charge them. So then I have these little not AirPods or these other things. AirPods don't fit my ears, so they're these other type of buds. And I tested the microphone on them, and it sounded like I was in a fucking bucket. So I'm like, I packed everything. So lucky I had this. But yeah, definitely.
I always hate that. You go somewhere on vacation or you're traveling and you forget like one charger you need when you need like 3 or 4 different chargers. Why the fuck do we not just have one charger?
It's crazy. So all my both my daughters and me and my wife's iPads are USB-C charger. The fucking Apple Maxes that we have were from like, I guess, a couple years ago. And they're the lightning cable that we don't have anymore. So I dug up a lightning cable before we left. And they're dead. They're sitting right over here dead. So I'm like, all right, so I'll use my little bud things I got. And it sounded horrible. And luckily I packed this. I packed everything. I was prepared. Speaking of that, for the people that live down south, Bojangles, how do you not eat here every day, bro? This is a little bit of lemonade here. Unreal. But I'm keeping it American and I'm on vacation. I'm letting the hair down or whatever. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm treating myself to one of these too. So we're gosh,
Doing
I
the
popped
do.
again. I'm doing the do. I wish they've been saying American Dew on them. It just says Mountain Dew on them, but no, Bojangles is unbelievable. We don't have those in Ohio. It
Dude,
just
you know what I
remarkable
saw?
chicken fingers.
You know what I saw at so in Wisconsin we have Quick Trips. They're like the
Yeah.
gas station to go to.
Sure.
I went in there and I saw they have Mountain Dew donuts.
Crazy.
Mountain Dew flavored donuts.
Yeah, people know I love Mountain Dew, so any new Mountain Dew product I get sent like via DM. Like they have like Mountain Dew hard liquor or whatever the fuck they have. Mountain Dew, and I'm like, dude, I don't even like Code Red. I don't even like the orange one. Classic. I'm not fucking with this or whatever. We went to this cool little convenience store right up the street. It's called Bevy. And they got like great coffee. There's like a chef who like makes things and puts it out. Like my wife got some egg salad. So it was unbelievable. But they have slushies. My kids were getting slushies and they had a Mountain Dew slushie and they freaked out. I was like, Dad, look at this. You got to get this. I'm like, I'm not going to like that shit. But yeah, so Bojangles, unbelievable. I wish Ohio had it. You know what I mean?
So it's actually KT Trinidad. It's quick with a K. QT is more like the down south.
It's quick like KWIK, right? Is that how you spell it? Yeah, I've seen those. I've never been to one, but I've seen them.
Look at this. Mountain Dew donuts.
Unbelievable.
No,
not for me. Not for me, brother.
Not trying it. Nope. All right, let's move on. We got a middleweight bout. Nursultan Rizaboyev comes in at -210, taking on Andre Pulayev, who sits at +180. Pulayev, 28, 6'4", so he's going to be able to somewhat match the height of the 6'5" Rizaboyev, who's usually the much taller and not necessarily longer guy, but definitely more imposing with his height and likes to keep his range. Pulayev coming off the loss to Teba Gautier, and before that, he picked up his first win. He's 1-2 in the UFC, and Rizaboyev 4-1. Only lost to Joaquin Buckley at 170 pounds. BP, I'm gonna go grab a drink. Give the chat a breakdown.
What's up, chat? You're rocking with me right now. Hold on. I got to be fair, Ohio is complete trash. Oh, come on, Arc of Darkness. To be fair, complete trash. I'm nothing. Only good thing is BP and Hall of Fames. You're forgetting about Skyline Chili. Okay, Cincinnati's gem. I've been all over Ohio. I've spent significant time in Ohio. Where Chin's from, out there where University of Ohio is, Athens, Ohio, I believe he's out from there. It's a little country, but Athens, Ohio, University of Ohio is awesome place. Cleveland, not for me. Akron, not for me. Toledo, might as well be fucking Michigan. Dayton, go there if you want to get shot. And then Arc of Darkness, I'm from Ohio. Or I'm from Michigan. So that makes sense that you dislike this. I actually like Michigan quite a bit, though. I know there's a rivalry. Not an Ohio State fan, so I'm not against Michigan. My dad was actually born in Michigan. But Columbus and Cincinnati, I mean, if you come to Ohio, you got to come to either of those cities. It's unbelievable. I didn't do a breakdown. I was just talking about Ohio and because someone said Ohio is trash, but it's Arc of Darkness. He's from Michigan. So I get his biasy towards Ohio. I get that. Even though I told him I have nothing against Michigan. Beautiful lakes. If you take a lake trip, you got to go to Michigan for sure. And that's where my dad was actually born. Anyway, real quick, this one to me, Rizaboyev is going to get it done. Pull it up. He got rocked by Gautier and he showed some real toughness and real grit in there. He's a big 6'4" guy, but he just doesn't do enough volume. There's just not enough there. Even on his wins, he's not doing enough. He's got some pop. He's got some KO. We haven't seen Rizaboyev in a while. He was very active for a while. He went to 170, got absolutely bodied by Joaquin Buckley and has rebounded well since then. He's back at 85, which is where he should be. I like him in this spot. I think his grappling is he's got 20 subs, which is crazy because his grappling didn't look all that good against Buckley. But I think the height is going to play in the favor of Rizaboyev. I think Pulayev is going to want to try to take him down and slow this down. I think Rizaboyev is going to be cautious of that. His last fight against Dustin Stolfov wasn't the best I've ever seen. He won the fight, but he just didn't look good. It was very low volume on Rizaboyev. Give me Rizaboyev. Give me him. I don't love him. -210 is a little high for me against a guy that I absolutely don't trust. And Pulayev, all that anybody remembers from him is just getting knocked around by Gautier, who's a fucking stud. but I like Rosaboyev in this spot. 210's a little much for me. Maybe playing by decision, even though he's got 7 decision losses with 3 decision wins. The judges do not like this guy. We got to mix something up here. I don't know. This is a very unconfident pick from your boy. I know Rosaboyev is technically Russian, but 2 Eastern European dudes going at it. They're very similar the way they fight, and they're very built the same. But I like Rosaboyev for the edge, and he has more experience.
Yeah, I mean, we always got to bring it up with Rosaboyev. Like, the record is extremely padded. So you're going to say, sure, this guy's got 47 fights or whatever it is. Yeah, 47 fights, 20 subs, 13 KOs. It's like, dude, they're against literal nobodies.
Yeah.
And I don't even think they're like real fights. You can't even go watch them. They're that bad. They're that bad. So got to keep that in mind. He's looked okay in the UFC. I don't really love what I see from him, but he knows his style, and he's not really going to get out of himself to like put himself in danger. Just kind of fucking stands across from you, big and tall, and waits for you to throw, and he tries to counter with like a big right hand or a big uppercut. Other than that, the guy doesn't really do much. He doesn't really offensively wrestle, doesn't have the best takedown defense, and I don't think he's that great. But I also look at Pulive, and I'm like, well, how does Pulive beat him? Puliv's a decent kicker.
Yeah.
But I've looked at this guy, and he looks frail, and I just feel like we're waiting for him to get KO'd, and he didn't get KO'd by fucking Gauthier. So I'm like, well, if he didn't get KO'd by Gauthier, is he going to get KO'd by Rosaboyev? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I wanted to go Pulive, but I just don't really think there's like a lot of upside to it, because I don't really see this being like, it's either Rosaboyev is KOing him, or it's going to go to like a nip and tuck decision.
Right.
So I get why Rosaboyev's the favorite. It's definitely got the better UFC record and more momentum here, but I would never play Rosaboyev at minus 210 against somebody that's like a capable striker. I just think the kicks are going to get countered by Rosaboyev, and he's probably going to be able to land his right hand. And if they're grappling, like, I don't think Puliv's an amazing grappler, but, you know, he could maybe get some top time on Rosaboyev. It's a, like, who gives a fuck type of fight to me. I'd rather just watch it and take the information to use in their next fight.
It's good. That's a good way to use it. And that's another thing. This is typical MMA, is Gauthier could not put out Puliayev. Had a million chances. And then Rosaboyev's going to go in there and fucking like sleep him, right? It's like a pickle jar. Gauthier loosen it just enough, and then Rosaboyev is going to pop the top. I can see that. I just wrote down, as you were breaking that down, I'm like, that's such an MMA thing for fucking Rosaboyev to go in there and knock this dude out. So I wrote down KO for Rosaboyev. But yeah, I think you're spot on. This is a fight where you can't play the favorite at this high. You watch it, you analyze it, you move on. Rosaboyev by KO is plus 150. I was looking for a better number, but I guess I'll take it.
Yeah, it's like, dude, he KO'd Bruno Ferreira.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. Like that fight didn't really play out much. He caught him with a nice right, but then
Bruno Ferreira just ran into a shot, and Bruno Ferreira is so short. Yeah, couldn't deal with the length.
Although I will say, Ferreira's a southpaw, KO'd him. Mechanico's a southpaw, KO'd him. Pulive, southpaw.
There you go.
So that lines up. That lines up for you.
That's up.
All right, let's move on. We got a light heavyweight bout. Abdul Rahman Yakiev coming in at minus 600, taking on Julius Juicebox Walker. Sits at plus 425. Juicebox 26, Yakiev 25. So both men young in life, younger than me, actually, which is not something I can usually say.
First time ever, maybe.
Not ever. Tyra and Van, definitely both younger than me.
Yeah.
But both young in life, both young in their professional MMA career, less than 10 fights. Yakiev has been starching and running through everybody. And Julius Walker's 1-2 in the UFC. Close fight with Benefield, but then got KO'd by Dustin Jacoby his last time out. And BP, you know how I told you I saw a fighter on this card at the beginning of the show? And
was it Yakiev?
No, it was Julius Walker.
Yeah.
And Julius Walker, so we were at the tailgate at Mandalay Bay watching UFC Freedom 250.
Yeah.
And right next to us, right next to our section, was a few fighters. I think one of them might have been Luis Pena.
Oh,
And one of them was Julius Walker.
Julius Walker.
And Julius Walker, like this is a like a day club, right? Like there's pool, there's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Julius Walker was shit faced, dude. He was drinking, he was taking shots left and right. They were celebrating Justin Gaethje making it over 7.5 minutes. He had the over 1.5. I think, you know, the boys cashed a big parlay. Not Julius, but his boys cashed a big parlay. They were ordering tequila shots like every 20 minutes. Like he was getting shit-faced drunk. That wasn't that long ago.
He's on the John Jones plan, you know what I mean? He's doing the John Jones. You know what I mean? I'm sure there was some other things involved. I mean, now we know why they call him the juice box. I mean, the guy likes all kinds of juice. You know what I mean?
I'm just fucking with you. I wasn't watching it. I don't know if he was drinking or not, but
that's made up?
That's all made up.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny to see him there because I thought maybe he was on the Vegas card last week because he was in Vegas. I was like, okay, he must be fighting on this Apex card, but he wasn't. So I guess he was training in Vegas for this camp, which I think is probably good considering the guy I don't think was at a very big camp before that. So it looks like he's taking his career a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
It was a Sunday night, so maybe, you know, that's his off day, you know, just going out with the boys, watch the fights, whatever. But I mean, this one's weird because Yakiev's a big favorite, and obviously he could go out there and like KO him or sub him. You know, Walker took a lot of damage against Jacoby in that finishing sequence, should have been stopped a lot earlier. But if he doesn't, dude, I don't know. I don't really think Yakiev is like this fucking world beater, and he's probably sipping his own Kool-Aid a little bit because he went out there against Ribeiro, not giving him any respect, and he got caught with a shot.
Yeah.
And I remember on the watch party, I'm like, oh shit, dude, he got clipped with that. And then he shot like a really shit takedown, and then Ribeiro threw a kick and like slipped and ended up on his back, and then Yakiev just went down and submitted him. I honestly think Walker shoots kind of shitty takedowns too, and if he's going to win this fight, I think he probably needs to grapple. So I think Yakiev's submission ability is good enough for him to get another sub here early. But if he doesn't, I think Julius is kind of live, you know, as the fight goes on, because he's been in those wars. Like he had a war with Menefield.
Sure.
And he's not like going to quit on himself. Like we don't know about Yakiev. I know he's been to the decision, but I watched that fight. There wasn't really a lot of like adversity he had to go through. He kind of just took the guy down who was like he just kind of took him down and laid in his guard for most of the fight. So the line's wide. I'm not laying minus 600, but again, I do like round one sub and just sub in general for Yakiev because I think it's about plus 150. I don't think he's KOing him, dude. I think he's going to submit him because if Walker gets hurt, he's going to shoot, and then Yakiev's going to go for that sub. Good guillotine, you know, can get to his back, choke him out there. So, yeah. What do you think, BP?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on Yakiev. I think this dude's good. He's fought nobody though. And I agree with you. I think he went in the Ribeiro fight and was like, I'm gonna destroy this guy. And confidence can be a motherfucker, right? The guy who has the most confidence in maybe MMA history lost 2 weeks ago, right? He got humbled in Topuria, right? Confidence is great until you fucking realize maybe I cut corners or maybe I'm not as prepared as I think I was. Yakiev, you know, you're a young fighter. Now you know it's your 10th fight. You got to go out there. You got to be prepared. I think he will be. The only thing I disagree with you on, besides I think Julius Walker, listen, he followed me on Twitter years ago. I broke down his fight on Anakin Florian, his debut against Menefield. I think I picked him, and he like DM'd me and thanked me. Hey, thanks for the cool breakdown. I like the kid. The kid seems like a nice guy, former basketball player, athletic. Looks like a guy I grew up with as well. This dude I grew up with, they look identical. But I like that guy over here. I think Julius Walker is actually going to get KO'd. I love the sub. I know what you're talking about. The sub, club and sub, or even hurting him. I'm shooting a takedown. Yakiev's going to grab something. So the only disagreement I have with you is I feel like Yakiev's going to land a head kick and just finish this dude.
Don't do this to me. You're going to call a fucking head kick?
Calling a head kick, bro.
Really?
Calling a head kick. I am. Yeah. I mean, I hate the way Julius Walker got put out by Jacoby. And Menafield hurt him a little bit. I know that was in short notice, so I'm gonna give him a pass. His one UFC win against Sakara, he didn't look all that great. That guy's a bum, but Yakiev destroyed him in that fight as well. So neither of these guys have, if anything, Julius Walker's fought the better competition, right? He just hasn't won. Yakiev's fought nobody's. So I guess maybe I shouldn't say I disagree with you. I do see a path where Julius Walker can make this interesting. I just have a feeling deep down in this Midwest gut of mine that Yakiev is going to catch him with something and put him out, and it's going to be a knockout as opposed to a submission. That's just my gut instinct, brother. Don't listen to old BP. That's just how I feel.
Okay. All right. Well, if you like the KO, you can get it at plus.
Yeah, I just had it pulled up on DraftKings.
Plus 200.
Yeah, because I was fighting. I was figuring out how I want to play this. How I want to attack this. And double chance, obviously, KO submission. I think you'll cover all bases, but that's juice to the tits. So submissions minus 105, knockout plus 200. This is on DraftKings Sportsbook. Yeah, I'm going to go knockout, but yeah, I mean, listen, there could be something there, you know. Maybe I'll do double chance and like throw like a kind of crazy parlay in there. I really think, you know, I'm going to jinx it, but I really think this is going to end with Yakiev putting this dude to sleep, whether it's knockout or choking him out.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I thought I really liked the sub.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking you off it. I'm just saying I'm on vacation. This could be vacation gut. This could be guy that know what the fuck he's talking about gut. I was driving, kids were sleeping, wife was sleeping. I'm breaking down the fights in my head. I got to this fight. I'm like, everything points to Yakiev submitting Walker, hurting him, submitting him. Walker maybe try to grapple, get tossed on his head, neck taken, over. But I'm like, I just feel like it's against the cage, head kick. Yakiev's going to fucking finish on the ground. I don't know. We'll see. Well,
if he head kicks him, then BP's Midwest gut might have to be making more appearances on the BigJive MMA show, because that's a call. All right, let's move on. We got a welterweight bout. Farman Hassanov making his UFC debut, comes in at minus 175, taking on Eric Nolan, sits at plus 150. Eric Nolan lost his UFC debut to Beisinger Susakaev up a weight class at 185. And he was on short notice. I think 4 days notice, 3-4 days, because that was the fight that Susakaev made his debut in as well. And he fought on Tuesday. So it could not have been more than 4 days. This is an interesting one because Hassanov's 5-0, but he's 4-1 in his last 5. The reason why that is because he took an amateur fight after he took his first two. After his first 2 pro fights, he went back to amateurs where he fought in Gamma and he got head kicked. Got head kicked in round 2.
That's some fucking European bull. How is that even legal to do that? You know what I mean?
Don't know. But then he went on and won 3 straight professional fights after that, all in LFA. And one of them was by decision, 1 round 2 KO, and 1 doctor stoppage in round 1. This guy looks like an absolute fucking tank, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this guy? He looks like he's on every bit of sauce possible. Trains an American top team. He's from Azerbaijan as well. And he got the call here with just 5 professional fights. Do you think he goes in there and handles business against Eric Nolan?
Yeah. You know, I was in Chicago when Nolan fought, and he had some good moments as a huge underdog, and Chicago rallied behind the American. They loved it, you know, because he was a huge underdog against Chimaev's boy. He obviously hasn't fought since then, plus 150. I see some chat love. Eric Nolan, New Jersey legend, T-Swizz, Nolan decision. You know, he's going against a hometown guy who's probably allegedly, to cover my ass legally, allegedly hasn't turned down a steroid that, you know, has been offered to him. That's just what I see, right? Nolan is a scrappy dude. I don't really know if he's UFC level. I think his toughness is UFC level, but I just don't know if his skills are yet. I'm not going to disrespect the guy. I think that, you know, he's 28 years old. He's tough. UFC needs tough fighters. They need people to get in there and be grimy. They need people to step up and fight dudes in Azerbaijan who are probably on steroids, who are going to be the kings of the country, who get to go fight amateur when they're already turning pro. You know, they just get to break the rules. So I like Hassanov here at -175. I like him by knockout. Don't love it. You know, I wish I could support the American. These colors don't run, brother. But I'm going to take the Azerbaijani and over Eric Nolan here. Eric Nolan's just kind of getting kind of a shitty hand here, right? Chimaev's boy on 4 days notice. Now you're getting the hometown guy who probably, you know, likes to take some supplemental stuff. You know, kind of sucks, right? Hopefully the UFC brings him back if he loses, which I think he will. Gives him a fight in New Jersey. Let him get some hometown love. Get him a winnable fight. You know, I don't know how many winnable fights there are at 170 for this guy, but give him a more competitive fight because I respect Nolan. But yeah, give me the Azerbaijani at -175. Give him by knockout as well. Why not? Let's do it.
Felix Lopez, we did go over that. He had an amateur fight not long ago and got TKO'd. It was a brutal KO as well. Head kick, and it was in.
That's got to be so embarrassing too.
I watched it. It was in like one of the rings with the ropes, and he got head kicked stiff, and he like fell through the ropes. It was bad. It was bad.
I've always been pro cage over ring. Back in the Pride days, people we would fight about it. But a knockout when they fall into the ropes, it trumps a knockout. A knockout in the cage. It does. It
just falling through into the abyss. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you said Eric Nolan is tough, because I think that's kind of all he needs to win this fight.
Okay.
Hassanov is a bad gasser, dude. I think this guy has 5 minutes, and I don't even think it's a great 5 minutes. I don't think this guy's good. I think Hassanov is like, he's only here because he's from Azerbaijan.
Correct.
Like, this guy is not very good. And I'm not saying Eric Nolan is like a world beater, but I feel like if he can survive 5 minutes with Hassanov, he's going to like beat the shit out of him. Hassanov's not a good striker. His wrestling is okay, but he shoots a lot of bad takedowns. And Nolan's, of course, been subbed twice, but I have not seen Hassanov look for any type of submissions ever. So if he's going to take him down and he's not going to sub him, he does have good ground and pound, but it's like against who? And also, if he doesn't get the ground and pound finish in round 1, he's going to fucking gas himself out bad. And in round 2 and 3, Eric Nolan's the much better striker. He's got clean boxing.
Yeah.
I think he understands range. Like, he's not going to just go in there, chuck shit hands and like get caught with Hassanov. So I think Eric Nolan's at +150 looks good to me. It looks good to me. I think if he can survive 5, he'll be good in round 2 and 3. Could probably get a finish. If not, just win the last 2 rounds. You know, if Hassanov's going to go in there and really look to not get finished and just dog it out. Oh, I fucking love to hear it. Hey, Jive Bro says it how it is. This guy fucking sucks, dude. I'm watching him. I'm like, yeah, he's big. Like, he looks the part.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Azerbaijani beard, fucking jacked up.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wouldn't even say his finishes look that impressive.
No.
Like, I was watching his last fight against this 6-0 Abdurrahman Fazilov, who has a fraudulent record too. Like, he hasn't beaten anybody. And Hassanov's on top of him, like throwing ground and pound. And Fazilov, who's on bottom, is not even like trying to get up. He doesn't know what to do. And it reminded me of myself against Cody Steele. Like, I'm on my back and Cody Steele's like throwing ground and pound on me. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, I guess I'm just trying to grab his hands so he doesn't punch me. Sure. That's all the guy was doing. And he did split him open. But then they got back up to the feet with like 2 seconds left in the round. And Hassanov looked like he could barely stand.
Yeah.
So I really think if Nolan doesn't get finished in round 1, he's going to fucking cook him bad.
I'm glad you gave Nolan the respect that I didn't give him, because he is durable, he is tough, and that I can see that happening. My only concern is Hassanov, Azerbaijan making his debut. I gotta check the back acne because we already know he's probably pumping some shit. Maybe he's doing some extra shit, right? Because he probably knows, like, dude, I can get tired. I can't lose in front of my hometown, my home country. You know what I mean? So I'm worried about that aspect, but I'm glad you're back in the American here, Eric Nolan. I had trouble with this fight a little bit, so I agree with you. I think Hasanoff is not very good, does not belong here, and I just don't know if Eric Nolan is all that good either. But he is tough. He is tough, and he can after round one. This is a good live betting spot for Nolan. I would jump on the Nolan train for sure. If you have a lot of money in Hasanoff, you want to make some back.
Eric's been training wrestling at a D1.
Yeah, I saw Felix Lopez apparently knows our guy Nolan. He knows what he's training. So yeah, I love the wrestling training. Rooting for the American. Unfortunately, I did pick Hasanoff by KO.
Former Marine Eric Nolan.
Shout out
over to Azerbaijan for a mission. He's going to get it done for us as an underdog.
Love it.
Thank you. All right, before we get into the main card, I'm not going to show you that, but I am going to show you BP. Hold on. BP.
So
should we show him now? Announce the biggest giveaway in MMA picking contests history.
Should we show him that? Yeah, I think the chat. We got 215 people watching. The chat's pretty fucking fire right now. I think we got to show him, dude.
All right. Well, a couple weeks back before the White House card, we were planning on doing some massive giveaways, right? And we wanted to take our time. So for UFC 329, we got it all figured out, and we're going to announce the grand prize for the UFC 329 fight picking giveaway on 3-Punch Convo is an ocean view stateroom for 4 people on the BKFC Brews Cruise next January, which I am so hyped about because I will be going to it. So that means whoever wins on 3-Punch Convo will be able to bring 3 other people with them onto this Brews Cruise. And it's going to be one of the sickest events that I think has ever gone down in MMA history, where like fans can attend, right? Real fans outside of like the White House. So we got that hooked up. It's free to enter on 3-Punch Convo. So this isn't for this week, but UFC 329, you're going to put your picks in on 3-Punch Convo, and whoever are the top 50 people as far as net win or loss on their units are going to qualify for the random drawing. So you don't even need to be the best picker out of everyone on that card. You just need to be in the top 50 to have a chance to win the grand prize. And there's also going to be a bunch of other prizes for the UFC 329 picking contest. So that is some big news we had to drop here on the BigJive MMA podcast, because this is the biggest free pick contest ever held in MMA. I don't think there's anything that comes close to it. The approximate value is $6,000 for you and 3 other people to go on the BKFC Brews Cruise, which of course is one of the things that has never been done in the space before. And I'm really looking forward to it. I've talked to the people at BKFC, and they're very excited about it. A lot of they're going to be announcing fighters that are going to be on the cruise or making appearances. So there's a lot that hasn't been said about this cruise yet, which, it's next January. So it's a ways away, but you'll have enough time to, make arrangements and all that. So really looking forward to that. And BP, what are your thoughts on it, bro?
I mean, just unbelievable what 3PC is doing for you boys. This is would you want to go to Verdict and put your vote or your picks in Verdict and get a blue belt for the card, or you get awarded a brown belt or whatever? No disrespect to Verdict, but this is free to enter, and you get to go on a trip, have a chance to win on a trip. That's unbelievable. You get to be on the same boat and mingle with BKFC guys, right? And it's just unbelievable opportunity for everybody. And this is what I was talking about a year ago when I was hyping up 3PC. There's so much more in the works. There's so much more groundwork that's being laid. I mean, the app launched a couple weeks ago. It's phenomenal. I'm on there every fucking day. And now we're giving away a contest like this. It's unmatched. There's no other app, MMA centered app that is doing this for their fans and doing it for free. You know what I mean? And shout out BKFC for partnering with us and everything like that. It's super dope. I saw Hayden tweet this out. I believe he got a message back from Connor, not tweet, Instagram, So it's a cool thing. And I wish I'd say I'd go. I'd be there, but I am afraid of cruise ships. So I got a lot of problems, guys. I don't like being on the open water. I've seen the movie Titanic, but this is an amazing opportunity for everybody. Do not be a pussy like BP. I mean, look at the video Hayden's playing right now. Just
I love
absolute.
cruise ships.
I see them all the time, dude, and they're such good like deals. Like you can get like a Disney cruise like for the kids. And I just, my wife's afraid of it too. So thank God I'm not the only pussy in the house. But yeah, I mean, it looks fucking amazing. You're on a cruise ship. This is such a good idea from BKFC. I mean, the Bruise Cruise. I mean, geez, what a name. And the boys at 3PC put this together. I know Hayden had a big part behind the scenes getting this together. Shout out Russ, shout out Andrew, shout out all the boys at 3PC getting this together. So enter boys, and please document everything when we go. I know it's next year, but I'm so excited for one of you guys to win that. That's really fucking cool.
I'm excited. Yeah, make sure you're on 3punchcombo.com. We have a contest for this week as well, but this is the big one for UFC 329. That's the grand prize. And as I said, there's going to be a lot of other prizes involved as well. So that's going to be a huge contest for UFC 329. If you're not on 3punchcombo.com just yet, go sign up. Link down in the description below. You can download the app on the App Store. Brand new app. Looks amazing. You get to talk with fighters in the forums, with personalities in the forums. It's an awesome way to interact and dive deeper into the sport, because I know a lot of people are out there don't have friends that they talk about UFC with because it's not quite on the level.
I'm one of them.
Oh, yeah,
I'm one of them. And we got Alan Jouban in there pretty much every day. Fatima Klein posting every day. Alan Jouban dropped some news that I haven't seen on Twitter and Instagram. Apparently, Eric Nixick and fucking Ali got in a fight. This past Saturday. He said, "Hey, he just posted a thread on 3PC, and he's like, apparently there was a fight after the main event between Nixick and Ali getting into it. I mean,
yeah,
that shit. You're getting shit like that. Who works for the fucking promotion, who does desk work, is dropping knowledge that's not even hitting the streets yet." Errol might cover that on Friday because he doesn't know it yet, because he doesn't have contacts with Ali.
Yeah, have you seen Strickland and Cop going at it on Twitter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
this is probably what it's about, because like Strickland and Nixick are obviously very tight, and Nixick's Cop's coach as well.
Correct.
But like Strickland don't like Ali, so like they're
right.
He's trying to defend Nixick a little bit with apparently Ali threw the first punch. So yeah, definitely some insight you would not see anywhere else out on the internet from our boy Alan Jouban there. So
Jouban's the man.
Yes, he is. But this week we're gonna run the normal giveaway. If you can get a perfect card for UFC Baku, you're gonna get $1,000, no questions asked. Get all 13 fights correct, you win $1,000 for UFC Baku. They also added PFL to the picks as well. So if you want to track your PFL picks, you can do that as well.
AJ McKee this week, who I'm a big fan of. I wish he would have made his way over to UFC, but he did not.
A small dog.
I know. I saw some quotes from his presser he did, and he's always supremely confident, but man, he thinks he's gonna walk through that Russian dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like McKee might be one of those patchy mix types.
100%. Because I was excited for Patchy Mix to come, bro. And then, whoa, was I wrong about that, dude? I don't know what happened to him. He's losing over in Risen too.
Yeah.
I mean, he just booked another fight over there, but man, he can't get a win anymore.
White Slipper 561, 199, biggest bet of my life, 1K. Olashaychek. Well, we'll get to that fight real soon.
I hope you win that one, brother. 1K.
Close fight. Very close fight.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get back to the breakdown. And there's the fight that we just
saw.
There is the fight. It's a middleweight bout. I wrote down welterweight. That's an error. But a middleweight bout here. We got Abus Magomedov coming in at -113, Michal Olashaychek -107. It's kind of bouncing around either way. It's kind of moving back and forth. But around to pick them here for the middleweight bout. 3-2 in the last 5 for both. 10-7 in the UFC is Olashaychek. 4-3 in the UFC is Abus. And Abus has fought a very high level of competition his losses to Pfeiffer, Bohalio, and Sean Strickland. But his wins aren't exactly like the most impressive either. The guy had a long history in PFL, almost won a milli, got knocked out. He's actually 28-7-1, not 28-1-7. That would be crazy. 7 draws. I think this is a very binary fight because like Oleksiejczuk, every time he fights, it's either he's getting the KO early or he's losing. But the last time against fucking Marc-Andre Barriault, when I bet the under 1.5 in Oleksiejczuk fight, the guy who KOs everybody in round 1 when he wins, and he's a massive favorite, they somehow go to fucking decision, dude. How does that make sense, BP?
It's gambling, brother. I've been on that wrong side so many times.
Doesn't make sense, but it kind of seems like the same thing here. If Oleksiejczuk doesn't KO him in round 1, I feel like Magomedov can get to the grappling, but Magomedov's fucking gas tank is kind of shit too. And he doesn't really do well with pressure. Look at what fucking Strickland did to him in 2 rounds. Right. I mean, Strickland doesn't finish anybody in 2 rounds, but he put a base on him and finished him. So I might kind of lean towards telling my boy White Slipper here and saying Oleksiejczuk can put the pace on him, put a little bit of pressure, but I don't really trust his cardio either. And I don't trust his wrestling either. Right. So there's like so many flaws with both of these fighters that it's tough to trust either guy, but I kind of lean towards Oleksiejczuk. What do you think here, BP? You got a stronger take?
No, I agree with you. This is the toughest fight for me to break down. I was all over the map with this one because I'm not overly enthused with Abus Magomedov's cardio, and neither I am with Oleksiejczuk. Oleksiejczuk, though, is with the Fight Nerds now. Now, my question is, the Fight Nerds, I know a couple of them have splintered. How is that affecting him at all? If it has at all, it doesn't matter. But since the Fight Nerds, he looked amazing his last time out. He 140 strikes, went 3 rounds with Marc-Andre Barriault, didn't slow down, didn't gas, showed some good striking. And, he wasn't really fighting a guy with like superior takedowns or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Abus, longer guy for this against Oleksiejczuk, has long reach, 6'2", uses his reach very well, a decent striker, but I think his bread and butter in this fight, we get the fight to the ground and try to submit Oleksiejczuk. He's been submitted 6 times. He's obviously worked on that. His get-up game is pretty good early. His takedown offense is pretty good, I'd say, early against a guy like Abus, who I don't think is going to really hunt for that too much because he does like to strike as well. It's tough. There's a lot of variables to factor here, but these are the fights that I thrive in, bro. I love a pick'em fight. I tried to coin the nickname Pick'em Petrie. Didn't stick, unfortunately. But what are you going to do? So I love the pick'em fights. I love the close fights. I like Oleksiejczuk. I just envision Oleksiejczuk's pressure being too much. You hit the nail on the head. Sean Strickland just walked this dude down. He folded. Oleksiejczuk has big power. His body punching is unreal. I mean, the left hook to the liver is beautiful. And I just feel like he's fighting with so much more confidence now that he's been with the Fighting Nerds on this win streak. I like Oleksiejczuk in that spot. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Abus gets it done, finds a submission, what have you. But I like Oleksiejczuk. I think his cardio is ironed out enough. And I think his powers is a real deal thing. And I think he's going to go out there and I think he's going to use it. So I like Oleksiejczuk by KO.
I kind of like the number on Oleksiejczuk KO plus 200.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that myself.
Yeah. It's like he is such a pressure forward guy. Abus not really going to have anywhere to run. So he's going to have to wrestle.
He's going to have to wrestle. And I don't love, for being a long guy who does use his distance pretty well, he gets the cage cut off on him quite a bit. He doesn't circle well. He gets back to the cage quite a bit. He doesn't really know how to use his length with his movement. Oleksiejczuk knows how to stay on the outside of the foot and hunt you down with that tricky southpaw stance. Yeah, so I agree with you. He's gonna have to wrestle if he's gonna, because he's not gonna want to be in the pocket with Oleksiejczuk. So how to do that? Fucking either run literally or wrestle.
He's gonna have to wrestle. And he's gonna have to try to sub him because I don't think he can wrestle for 3 rounds. I know he did it against Warlley Alves, but Warlley Alves is
a bit older.
And Fajeda, he subbed in the 3rd, but there wasn't a lot of energy expended in round 1, round 2. He wrestled a little bit, but Fajeda's also a gasser.
Yeah.
And my worry for Oleksiejczuk though is the dude he's had 6 submission attempts attempted on him.
Yeah.
He's only defended one.
Yeah. It's not good.
Like 5 of them. 5 of them.
Yo.
And the only one that he defended was against none other than the Muay Thai guy, Khalil Roundtree.
Yeah. That's not a stat you love hearing, brother.
No. So,
what a hell of a stat for Olashechek.
I don't mind like sub for Magomedov, which
yeah, I mean, I think you said it on your breakdown. I think you play Magomedov by sub or Olashechek by. I mean, there's gonna be people that are gonna jump in the over unders of the rounds and stuff. Did I do that on this one? I think I did, right? For my, I don't want to give it away. Let me see if I did. I always forget. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah.
Fight ends inside the distance is -325.
Yeah.
So if you went 1 unit on +275 for Magomedov sub and 1 unit on Olashechek for by KO +200, either way, you're netting at least a unit.
Sure.
Compared to risking 2 units on -325, you're not even winning a unit.
And this is math, boys. Okay, we're doing math here.
I kind of like just playing both. Sure. Because you're getting a solid return, and I don't see Magomedov getting a KO on Olashechek. Olashechek's pretty fucking durable. That might be the way to attack it, boys. Of course, it could go to decision, and you're down 2 units. But if you don't think it's going to go to decision, I feel like that's a better way to play it than -325 on the ends inside the distance, because you get to risk less and you still profit a little bit. Interesting. I just fucking figured that out on the fly. But
that's smart.
Might have to do that. Let me know in the chat if you think that's if that's sharp or not. Russ is in the chat. Shout out to Russ.
Captain Russ. What's up, babe?
Together the whole big giveaway, and I know he's excited about some other prizes that are coming up as well. So hopefully we can we'll announce those on the next show that we do, of course. But we announced the grand prize, which the chat was very excited about. So I'm excited about.
Let me ask Russ right now. Russ, I don't know if I know this answer, but will you be on the cruise?
That's a good question.
Are you going to be on the Bruce cruise, bro?
I will be there.
Hayden will be there. I will not. I'll be on the booze cruise. I heard it jive in the car. Yep, I'm there. Russ is going to be there. Captain Russ will be in the attendance with Hey Jive. Oh, I mean, now it's an automatic. You have to win, boys.
Yeah, we just got to get BP to get over his fear.
Yeah, I'll take. What is that? I've been on one big boat for a friend's wedding in Maine, but it wasn't like a Carnival cruise ship. And my wife, someone gave me Dramamine, and that's like if you get seasick, which I don't get seasick.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, this does nothing for me, right? I think I needed like a fucking Xanax or something.
Yeah, Xanax.
Xanax or something like that. Fucking Dramamine. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Hey, we need to get Hayden a fight on Cruz versus Hawani. Hawani would never do it.
Oh no.
Hawani would never do it.
I could never. Maybe, dude. I don't want to fucking deal with a fight though. I don't want to be thinking about fighting on this fucking cruise.
Yeah. You know, the pressure of having a fight. You don't even have to think about it, bro. You could just pack a mouthpiece, right? That's what Dan Hardy said when he was coming up in the through the ranks. He would go to these local fights, and they would literally always have a fight fall out, and he could jump in and do the fight. And he said the only thing they can't do for you is have your mouthpiece. So Dan Hardy used to carry a mouthpiece, a gum shield, he'd call it. Yeah. With him everywhere he went, because he's like, they'll give me gloves, they'll give me shorts, they can't give me a fucking fitted mouthpiece. So
it's funny you say that, because that's the only thing I brought when I was going to spar Cody Steele.
Get a mouthpiece. Do you have a custom one? You got like a real deal one?
Yeah, I spar back in the day, like I got a solid mouthpiece, so I was wasn't gonna fit, like something went wrong with my teeth, but
yeah. I'll tell a funny story real quick. So when I was training years ago, I used to be the guy that I'm such a bougie little bitch. Everything in my life, I have to get the best of, right? Like I research for days, got to get the best TV. I got to get the most tricked out computer. And the same thing happened with my training stuff. I went in with some like cheap gear and was like, okay, I want to get these cool gloves and blah, blah, all this shit. Right. So back then, this wasn't before the Reebok deal. So there was a ton of MMA companies that made shorts, that made gear, and everything. It was a plethora. But the last thing I did, the thing I always held off on, was a mouthpiece to get a custom one. So I would just use a boil and bite one. Those are junk or whatever. And I went in there, and this guy he was a boxing instructor, and he brought his team of people, these boxers in there. They give us some work, and him and I were the same size. So him and I did a couple rounds of sparring, and it got pretty intense. We were picking up the speed a little bit. I always match people with what they do. Anyway, he hit me so hard, it was a gold mouthpiece shot out of my mouth, right? And I had to cut it. You have to cut the ends to fit your teeth. He hit me so hard, it shot out of my mouth, hit me in the nose, and cut my fucking nose. Cut it open. So I got $300 gloves. I got $100 shin guards. I got like $60 fucking shorts. And I got a $2 mouthpiece, like a fucking idiot. So if you're a fighter out there training, whatever, go get your a professional mouth guard, or you get your nose cut like old BP. Yeah. MMA Guru's sorry for the chat. He's the only guy that's my size. Yeah. I mean, he's the only guy my size. I saw he's got a little bit of at least mitt skills. He's huge though. I didn't realize how big the guy was in the space. Like, he's got his views he gets, and his subscribers are fucking enormous. So he'd have to probably get paid a lot of money to do that. And he doesn't know who I am. So
yeah.
I
don't think he wants it. I don't think too much risk.
Yeah. It hurt his brand.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. We got a middleweight bout. Ikram Aliskerov comes in at -280, taking on Bruno Ferreira. Sits at +240. Bruno, the man with more UFC experience here. Same age and a little bit less professional MMA experience, but he did just get KO'd by Gregory Rodriguez earlier this year. One shot at him. Nasty shit. Ikram, 4-1 in the UFC. Only losses to Robert Whittaker on short notice in the main event. Here he is after the win against Jun Young Park. Of course, he's a Dagestani from the Makachkala team of Habib. Yeah, I haven't really seen him like training with them that much. He's a KHK guy, which I don't think is like the true team Habib clan.
No. Right.
So, he's not exactly one of the boys, but he's affiliated with them, but he's not he's not like fucking entrenched with them. Yeah, but he does have the affiliation. So, and then of course his only other loss was Hamzat Chimaev, but both times he got KO'd. So, questions with the durability a little bit, but you got to look at the opponent too. -280 here, BP. Are we laying it, or are we looking towards the dog?
Yeah. So all week leading up, from a car ride to Sunday, Monday, all that, I was on Ferreira. I thought Bruno Ferreira would get this done because Aliskerov has no chin. The more I start watching tape, especially Ferreira's last fight, because Ferreira knocked out RoboCop, underdog win, and then he got knocked out last time. RoboCop's a big beast dude, but RoboCop also has a little bit of a soft chin as well. Ferreira has some decent ground game. Aliskerov has that Russian wrestling. I flip back to the Russian, simply because I do think his striking is better. I think he manages distance a little bit better. I think Ferreira, being a little bit undersized for this division, will be winging punches unless Aliskerov just walks into something. Obviously, he'll get knocked out. Ferreira has big power. Aliskerov doesn't have a good chin. I think he'll mind his P's and Q's. I think he'll stick and move. I think he'll pace Ferreira up. Ferreira might take a lousy shot to get this fight to the ground. I think Aliskerov is going to have the better wrestling. -280 initially was scary to me. I think I'm willing to play that in a parlay if I'm building parlays. I think I'm okay with a -280, but for the purpose of this show, I'm going to pick Aliskerov. I'm going to pick him by knockout as well. I think both these guys can get put out. They both have 2 knockouts on the record, losses that is, and I think they both can get found. Their chin can be found. I think Aliskerov, I think his biggest problem besides his chin is his defense. I think his defense stinks. The Robert Whittaker fight when he got knocked out by Whittaker was just plain awful, and he was supposed to be the next guy up. People don't realize that he was Khabib's Next dude, Eagle MMA guy, and then Chimaev destroyed him. And then the UFC's like, well, who the fuck's this guy? Right? So I think the UFC got it right with Chimaev, but give me Alaskarov, give him minus 280. Give him by knockout, which I just had to pull it up. Now I don't have it. My apologies for being unprepared. By knockout, plus 110. Wish I had a better number than that. Bruno Ferreira by knockout, plus 500, though. 5-1 over a guy who is chinny. If you're on the Ferreira side, that's some decent little money. I'm going to go Alaskarov, though.
Yeah, I think Bruno's super live for a KO.
Yeah.
Early. Because stylistically, Ikram's going to need to grapple early. Because if he doesn't, he's not that good of a striker. Like, he's way too hittable. And it's not like he's faced anybody that can, like, make him pay for it other than Robert Whittaker. Like, Phil Hawes, terrible chin. Worley Alves, old as fuck. Muniz is a terrible striker with an awful chin. And Jung Young Park's like a volume guy. He's not really a power puncher.
But a great chin on the Iron Turtle.
Yeah.
That's why he couldn't finish him.
Does have a good chin. But the thing is, like, Bruno he uses so much footwork that Alaskarov's going to have a tough time hitting him unless he, like, really goes forward. But that's what Bruno wants you to do, because he's going to, like, dart in with a big left hand, and he really commits to his shots. And Alaskarov's footwork is just so plotty, and he doesn't move backwards well. You know, he's not one of these guys that's light on his toes, can, like, see what's coming. So I think Bruno's very live for a round 1 KO. But if Alaskarov gets some wrestling going here, he's probably going to be able to fucking run away with it, because Bruno's a decent jiu-jitsu guy, but I don't think he can wrestle, and I don't think his cardio holds up if guys wrestle him.
Yeah.
What fucking the gasser A Boost did to him when he started wrestling. So
yeah,
I do kind of like Felix said it. Ikram sub round 2-3 could be interesting.
Yeah, Bruno round 1 is 10-1, which is nice. Yeah, round 1 KO is nice for old Bruno.
Round 1 KO for Bruno, round 2-3 sub, round 2 sub for Alaskarov. Oh, only plus 600. Or no, that's KO. That's KO.
Yeah, sub is 1,200.
1,200.
Round 3 is 2,200. So
yeah,
I'm gonna write that down. I mean,
I'm definitely eyeing those, man.
I like your gut.
Alaskarov. I know he's got. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he runs through him early. I don't think Alaskarov's that guy to go run through Bruno Ferreira. No. I know Bruno's been knocked out a couple times in round 1, but
like, he got knocked out quick last time, because Gregory Rodriguez is. I mean, if that dude lands on you, he's knocking anybody out. I think Alaskarov he's got some good technical striking offensively, and I don't think he's got that one hitter quitter though. I think if grappling, Alaskarov's going to have to fight smart, because Ferreira can knock him out. He's got to know that. He's got to go in there knowing, like, I've been put out twice. Like,
100%.
This dude can knock me out. Let's mix some things up.
100%. And he's not going to like the movement. So that's why I think he's going to try to wrestle.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We got a flyweight bout. Aisol Mabayev comes in at minus 250, taking on Charles Johnson. Sits at plus 210. Charles Johnson coming off the split decision win against Bruno Silva, which was very controversial. He's 35. Been knocked out for the first time ever this year against Alex Perez. Common opponent, where Aisol Mabayev subbed Alex Perez just at the end of last year in the 3rd round. But I believe he was down 2-0 going into that 3rd. So common opponent, one guy won, one guy got a finish. But as far as, winning the rounds, Mabayev didn't do all that great there. Mabayev's got more similar professional MMA experience. A little bit less UFC, but he's only got one loss to Manel Kape. He's the younger guy, but he's 5 inches shorter and 5 inches reach disadvantage for Mabayev. So he's going to have to wrestle. We know he's going to want to wrestle against Charles Johnson. That's what everyone tries to do, unless you're a pure striker. So does he get the takedowns? Does he get the control? Does he possibly find a submission here, BP, for a guy that has 10 subs?
Yeah, see, I went too far back on the tape with Charles Johnson. I went back to the fucking Cody Durden fight where he got taken down 11 times. You know what I mean? And you're like, if he got taken, I mean, Cody Durden, obviously a good wrestler, but Mabayev is going to wrestle you. He will continue to take you down. His striking is decent, but Charles Johnson, a lot of good fancy footwork, throw some good kicks out there, long for the division. Mabayev's going to have to close that distance. How is he going to close it? couple, throw some shots and get in there and try to take his legs down, try to wrestle him. We haven't seen Charles Johnson get out wrestled since that fight. I mean, as at Mackham, I believe, if I'm pronouncing his name right, took him down a few times as well. But Charles Johnson has a wrestling background, can wrestle, can't get back to his feet. And I think if he does that, it fares well for him. But I just don't know in this part of the world if that's going to be enough. I know the judging doesn't take too kindly to people taking you down, holding you down, and doing nothing, rightfully so. But in this part of the world, I think Almabayev is going to be the guy that's going to get the cheers, and he's going to, every little grounded pound punch he lands, the people are going to go nuts. Charles will work back to his feet to get taken down again. They're going to go nuts on the takedown. It might sway the judges a little bit here. I wanted to take Charles Johnson at plus 210 so bad because he fights for your money. He beats people that you don't expect him to beat him, and he's got a knockout win over Joshua Van. He can do that. He's got that in his bag, but he's also got 7 decision losses, right? He loses sometimes when it comes to the cards on close fights. And I wanted to pull the trigger on the dog here, but I'm gonna be a little bit of a chalky bitch. And I'm going to go Almabayev, excuse me, at minus 250. I think he'll win a decision. I think he'll just grapple fuck Charles Johnson to death. I think Charles might have a good round 3, or he'll have a good round in there. I can even maybe see a split decision happening if he fights the way he fights. I just don't see Charles Johnson putting Almabayev out. And I think if it goes to the cards, I think Almabayev wins.
I think there's a little cheeky way to play this.
Cheeky, huh?
Please
tell me.
I think you go Charles Johnson finish only.
Okay.
Plus 170. Because I don't really see Almabayev subbing him.
No, I don't see that either.
And I also know that I don't think Almabayev can grapple him for 3 straight rounds. And Charles has shown he's going to be there in round 3 if you're going to try to grapple him. So, if somebody's getting a finisher, I think it's more likely Charles than Asu. And plus 170 on finish only is very interesting to me. But you're probably going to get it, returned to your bank or to your account because I just plus 210 on Charles here seems wide, dude. I know Almabayev's a good wrestler, good grappler, but I think the size of Charles is a big factor here. It's a big flyweight. Almabayev's pretty small. And I know Almabayev has faced bigger guys before, like a Jose Johnson, but Jose Johnson to me is just not a good fighter.
Jose loves playing off his back because he's got so many triangle wins. So he'll take the back happily.
He's got no takedown defense, and I think Charles at least has faced grapplers before and shown that he can, get back up. And
right.
I don't love the matchup because who are the grapplers that he's beaten? I guess not really any. He hasn't really beaten any, but
he's got some great names on his record, but none of them are grapplers.
Yeah. At the same time, it's okay, he lost to Durden and Estevam, who are grapplers that look to take him down, but there were competitive fights. And
Estevam, I thought he should have won.
No, he definitely lost the first 2.
Yeah, but
round 3 could have been a 10-8. It could have been a draw. Those were 3 years ago. So I feel like his wrestling's only going to get better.
And Charles Johnson he's outstriking everybody. I know he knocked out Van and Kavanaugh, but if he had some real deal power, sit down power, he outstrikes everyone. He'd be fucking problem.
Yeah. I kind of lean towards Johnson if you're going to play a money line. Plus 220. It makes no sense at all. Yeah.
The number jumps out at me, but I get in trouble. I fall in love with these guys like Charles Johnson. He's beat Leonard Kavanaugh. He's beat fucking Joshua Van. He's the champ. And then you're plus 210 for a guy like that. And then you get all excited. And then Almabayev, who, let's be honest, isn't the most exciting fighter in the world, just goes out there and fucking starches him. You're fuck that. Takes the wings out of my sails, brother.
These are the spots where you would want to play Charles. Plus 200 underdog. Those are the spots you can feel good about it because he's going to compete in a lot of these fights. But when he's minus 200, no thank you. No thank you.
Right.
All right. We got a lightweight bout. Nazim Sadikov comes in at minus 220, taking on Mataus Camilo. Sits at plus 185. Camilo, 1-1 in the UFC, coming off his first UFC win against Vyacheslav Borshev. Nazim coming off his first loss to Fares Ziam last year, where he got TKO'd at the end of round 2, which is something I didn't think I was going to be saying. But he's got 2 losses now, both by finish. Mataus Camilo coming off his decision win, which was a good thing to see because he gassed out in his debut and got subbed. This is an interesting fight. I mean, 7 years younger for Camilo. He's the plus 185 dog here, but Nazim's the guy that's, been in the wars. He's from Azerbaijan. He had one of the best fights of the year last year with Nicholas Mota in Azerbaijan, Baku. So coming back here, he almost got KO'd in round 1, but he dogged through it and got it done. I could see a similar thing happening here, but at the same time, I don't know. I kind of think minus 220 is right on the edge of it's getting a little bit wide at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, I love Nas. Nas has been my guy for a while. Longo guy, but I don't think he's Longo's guys, when they all go out to Vegas, they're still considered Longo guys just because Longo is the fucking man. And I remember talking to Matt Frivola about Nas forever ago and just says this dude's a tank. He's a beast. He's going to be crazy. Shocked he got knocked out his last time out by Ziam. He got flatlined. Ziam's a great fighter, don't get me wrong, but I just thought Nas was bulletproof for a little bit there. Wide body dude this division. And I like Nas here. Minus 220. Yeah, it's a little high. Camilo looked pretty good against Slava Klaus. Got outstruck, laying at 5 takedowns. Gas's debut, clean that up. But I think Nas is grappling is a little underrated. I think his takedown defense is pretty good. I think he's gonna, if he does get taken down, I think he'll get up. I think it's way better than Slava Klaus's, which we all know is not the best. And I think he's gonna make Camilo stand up with him. And I think Nas, hopefully he shakes off, because sometimes when you get knocked out, your confidence goes down the drain. He's fighting at home, a little bit of pressure. He put on a performance against Mota last time. Now you're coming off a knockout loss. You've taken time off. You rested your brain. You should be confident. So I like Nas here. 3PC guy, one of the day one guys. I like Nas Sadikov here at minus 220. This is someone I was going to play big, but I said, Brian, you're biased. You're letting your heart get into it. Don't fall for the fucking trap. You always lose money when you get too invested in guys. So I'm going to back off, even though I do like Nas. And let's just say Nas by finish. Hopefully he gets a finish in his home country. If not, just let's have another banger of a fight. But I like Nas in this spot.
There's one thing you can say about Nas is when he loses, the last time he lost, he went on a 12-fight unbeaten streak. So he's coming off a loss here. He might rattle off another 12 more. But, yeah, I kind of think a cheeky way to play this.
Just take another one.
A little cheeky. Fight to end by sub. What do you think about that? Because I kind of think Camilo's going to try to wrestle.
Yeah, I do too.
And I don't really trust Naz's defensive grappling, considering we just saw Fares Ziam get fucking out grappled by Tom Nolan, and Ziam kind of bitched him on the ground. But I also don't really trust Camilo's cardio if he's going to grapple, and I think Naz could maybe take over in the grappling later in the fight. But
he's got a good rear naked choke. He withstood the McKinney storm and then took his back and smit him. So he's got a decent choke. Frivola, Matty tells me this is a while ago, but he said he's fucking solid everywhere. So, obviously, Matty's not going to say anything bad about his training partner, but.
Yeah. 5-10 by sub, I think is plus 450 somewhere.
Hey, I like that number.
So. Could be an interesting way. Camilo's only ever lost by sub too. Not much else on that one. I'm not going to be laying minus 220 on Sadikov. I think it's a better live spot. He's a guy that generally doesn't have a good first round. So I would much rather play that. And Camilo's the guy that usually does have a good first round. So might get a nice little live entry on Nas, but I'm going to lay off of that. I do think he withstands it and then wins. But I think Camilo at 25 could be making some improvements. And, I don't really think Nas is all that great. I think he's solid. But he's a guy that, again, I want to play at pick 'em fights or pick 'em lines or like plus money.
Yeah.
He was like minus 400 or something against Moda.
Yeah.
Didn't look minus 400. I can tell you that.
No, he didn't. No.
He's way too hittable and, not very consistent guy.
And I think he's going to go out there and his game plan for this fight will be just put on a show. After the Moda fight, Azerbaijan, I mean, this dude was over the moon. He hopped on the Anakin Florian show after that fight. He stayed in Azerbaijan. I think there was like bombs going off and he was staying in there anyway. Like he didn't give a fuck. So this dude's going to want to go out and show up for his crowd.
They'll protect him there. All right. Co-main. We got a middleweight bout. Shar Magomedov comes in at minus 365, taking on Michel Pereira. Sits at plus 290. Michel, 32. Magomedov, 32. And Magomedov, 4-1 in the UFC, 10-5 for Michel Pereira. I know everyone's going to be loving some Shar Magomedov this week. BP, do you love the Shar Magomedov side?
I do, and I hate that I do because he's so high, and it's easy to shit on Michel Pereira right now because of his couple last performances. Have been bad. The guy was so tough and durable for so many years, and he's getting chinned out there, and we're like, what the fuck's happening, right? He's only 32. He's got a wealth of experience. This is a guy that went in there, and you got to worry about him gassing. That was it. He used to dance to the ring, do 40 fucking backflips, throw a couple punches, and gas. You might still have to worry about that. Now you got to worry about the chin a little bit. Magomedov, this guy, I've never been super high on him. I remember before he came to the UFC, Reddit was all over this guy. They said this guy was the next world champion, right? And I'm like, oh, he's got one eye? No thanks. And he looked fucking, some of the Reddit photos pre-UFC, I mean, the dude was doing something. Right? He's fucking shredded. His striking's pretty clean. It's snappy, right? It's not bad. Yes, he lost to MVP. MVP's a tough guy to beat for anybody. And I don't know if he got exposed in that fight. I think he got his aggressiveness and willing to exchange got exposed. And I think with Pereira, who's got not a similar side of MVP, but has an awkward style with the capoeira, with the weird stuff, the explosive stuff, Char's got to be careful in that round one for sure. But I know Char's team and everyone has seen the last few fights of Pereira. He's been chinned before. He's been knocked out before. The defense has never been high level. His hands are always down. You go out there, you find something. I like Shar big here. I hate that I like him big because it's a chalk play at minus 365. I wish I liked the underdog and I could fucking post on Twitter and puff my chest out and be the cool guy that hits his big underdog. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to be Shar Bullet here. I like him. I like him by knockout. I like him. I see some spinning shit hitting Pereira and him just fucking falling down. So I like Shar here. I think Russ is opposite me. Old Captain Russ likes Michel Pereira. Good number on him. Maybe I'm overhyping Shar Bullet, but we'll see what my boy Hey Drive says. But yeah, give me Shar Bullet. Give me the pirate. He's coming to our fucking shores and getting all our gold is what he said, which is actually pretty badass when he said it in Russian. But yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I don't.
Ow! Whoa. All right.
I don't really like him, but it's just the price, dude. Like minus 3.5 on a guy that I don't think has had a tough matchup except for the fight that he lost. Like he's getting pretty easy fucking fights. Yeah. And he never really faces anyone that's going to take him down. I mean, Barrial's taking him down. Olashechek's taking him down. Bruno Silva's taking him down. And like, yeah, he won all three of those fights, but there's clear grappling holes. Pereira's not really a guy that's going to try to take you down, but
he'll get one. Yeah,
he took down Zach Reese twice, which I don't think is saying like the most, but he can mix it in. Mm-hmm. And on the feet, like I don't think Magomedov's this murderous power puncher. I don't think he has like big KO power really at all outside of the spinning back fist, which
spins, bro.
Double spin. Like, sure, if he catches him with a fucking spinning back fist, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think Magomedov is more like a point fighter, like throws a lot of volume, really good off the back foot, but those aren't really optics that I would like. Guys are usually marching him down, and he's kind of like kicking and jabbing and poking and running. So I think there's value on the dog, but am I going to outright say that he wins the fight?
Do it.
Not really.
Nah.
I can't, BP, because I like, how can I be confident Pereira goes into this fight with like a great game plan, goes out there and executes and like really wants this, because he doesn't really have much momentum. Like, I don't think he's really fighting for much at this point other than paychecks.
Well, did you see the sparring footage they released? He was sparring. Who was he sparring in Vegas? And this is a guy. I mean, I know he didn't get KO'd by Zach Reese, but Dawkins KO'd him. He won a fight against Zach Reese, who was just a warm body in there. And then he's in the gym going death sparring with another dude. I'm thinking, this guy's not worried about his chin or brain at all after getting, Fluffy got him and then Dawkins got him. This dude who's, 50 fucking times, because you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go death spar with this guy who's bigger than me in the gym. That's how the Brazilian dudes do it. I mean, I think Charles Oliveira still spars that way. It's an old school way to do it, and that's what Pieta does. I mean, if Pieta has fucking a gas tank, which we've seen him do okay cardio-wise in some fights.
Like he's going to be able to be on the front foot for the fight, so I don't think his cardio is going to be bad. It's not like he's facing Anthony Hernandez, who's going to gas him. So I think he'll be okay.
But I mean, I think he might want to. I think he's going to try to wrestle Shar a little bit, and I think that's going to kind of zap him. Yeah. Interesting fight. I think Pieta, this would be a closer fight, a more exciting fight if he wasn't going on the run. I don't really count that Zach Reese as a win. It was so sloppy and an ugly win for him. Yes, it's a win, but before, all I can think about is Dawkins flatlining him and Fluffy destroying him, right? But they're not they're not bad wins. I mean, I know Dawkins just didn't look so great, but losing to Fluffy the way he did, that's fine. I mean, Fluffy does that to a lot of people. Okay. Russ is calling Pieta by sub. Golly. All right, man. But
could be.
I'm writing Russ sub down, and I'm going to send him a text when it doesn't hit.
Club and sub.
Yeah, a little club and sub.
Lightweight bout in the main event. After this, we're going to rip a couple packs, and then we'll get to the segments, the empty, the clip, the 3-punch parlay, and the sicko parlays. But first, we got Rafael Fiziev coming in as basically a pick'em here against Manuel Torres. Torres, 5'10", 31 years of age, a guy that has all but one wins by finish, and all of them come in round one. Am I saying that correctly? Every single one of his wins by finish come in round one. Yes, I am. 16 wins by finish, all in round one. And all 3 of his losses come by round one. This guy's not fighting for more than 5 minutes ever. Never the one time he went to decision and he won a split. Fiziev, on the other hand, a guy that is normally trying to take fights, later into the later minutes and winning it with technique and experience. But he's fallen on tough times. 1-4 in his last 5 losses to Rufi, 2 losses to Gaethje, and a leg injury against Mateusz Gamrot. They do have a common opponent, Ignacio Bahamondes. Fiziev got it done by decision, and Manuel Torres got KO'd in the first. So if you do some MMA math here, Fiziev should get it done. But as we know, MMA math does not work out. And based on Fiziev coming off, another KO loss, 3rd one of his career, but, technically only his 2nd because the leg injury counts as a TKO loss, but it was a leg injury. Guy has dealt with a lot of injuries, though, so you always got to wonder where he's at with his health. What do you think here, BP? Are we going with the veteran or the up-and-coming Manuel Torres?
So I love this fight, right? We got an up-and-coming guy who's knocking everyone out in round one. And then you got Fiziev, who's been around for a while, super technical guy, striking's phenomenal, has went to decision twice with the current champion. The first fight, people thought maybe he won, which is crazy. Yeah. Second fight, he got dropped and obviously lost, but he lost by decision. This is a guy that is a striking coach in Thailand. People love this guy. People want to work with him, right? And he's still out there fighting. He's not the oldest guy in the world. He's got a wealth of experience, and he's confident in his game. And he also can wrestle a little bit. Torres is a round one merchant. Like, he goes out there, kill or be killed round one. That bit him in the ass against Ignacio Bahamondes, who, again, I love saying his name, Ignacio Bahamondes, sexiest name in MMA by far. So I had a lot of fun playing with this, thinking about this fight and seeing what I won here, because Rufi got him, but Rufi's a stud. And it's like Fiziev, you look at his last record, right? He's 1-4 in his last 5. 2 to Gaethje, 1 he hurt his leg, and then he got slapped by Rufi. Rufi, again, a stud. It's going to sleep a lot of people. But he's so technically good with the striking, right? He's phenomenal. Torres obviously can land a bomb in round 1 and put his lights out. He can do that to anybody, right? I don't see that happening. Like, the more I chewed on this fight, I'm sitting poolside, sitting on the beach, watching the waves come in. My daughter's running up to me. I got sand in my eye. And I'm just like, yeah. As I'm wiping the sand out, I go, I should have told Hayden Fiziev was my guy, right? I should have said, this is my empty clip, because I'm all in now, boys. I'm all in on this, right? Watching tape, Torres is a power puncher, headhunter, bruiser, but he's been put out before. Raphael, people don't like saying, because he's not Brazilian, so you can't say that. Rep in Azerbaijan, even though I don't think he's from there. I believe he's born in Kyrgyzstan. Doesn't matter. I think he gets it done with pure technique and avoiding the big shots, landing and being very slick and careful in there, and eventually taking Manuel Torres out. 5 rounds, Manuel Torres. I've doubted Prates going 5 rounds before because he's a smoker, and he proved me wrong and almost finishing Ian Gary in the 5th round. So I'm not going to say a guy like Torres can't go 5 rounds because we haven't seen it. But I think if it goes 5 rounds, I like Rafael Fiziev here. I think Fiziev at -109 is beautiful. It's gorgeous. And if we're playing by history, let's go, Fiziev round 1 KO. Why not? Torres has never been out in the first round. Win, lose, or draw, at least in the UFC. And let's play it that way. Fiziev, baby. Fiziev, baby. I used to say Fiziev. It's Fiziev, right? We're getting that right there?
I think.
Either way, give me him, bub. Give me the long curly hair. I love it. Love what he's doing. Love the technique. And I'm all in, babe.
Okay. BP is going with the veteran. And I'm looking at it. I'm saying, how can you not go with the veteran, right?
Okay. All right. We're on the same page. I like that.
It's tough for me to picture like Manuel Torres doing well after round 1. But we haven't really seen it outside of the one fight that he went to decision. So it's like, can we say that he's just going to fall apart after round 1? I'm not sure.
Right.
And then I'm watching tape on these guys, and I'm, what does Manuel Torres do? Well, I don't think he's like the fastest guy, but he commits to his shots.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm watching Fiziev, and don't really love what I'm seeing, because he's a Muay Thai guy who's kind of plotty, stands in front of you. And the shots that he gets hit with that really mess with him are the like long straight punches. The ones that guys really commit to. Like Rufi fucking caught him with a nice long right hand.
Sure did.
Manuel Torres loves to commit to his long right hand. And Fiziev doesn't move his feet to get out of the way. He kind of leans back.
Yeah, he doesn't lean back, bro. He does the fucking Fat Joe lean back, baby.
So he's getting caught with it. And I'm thinking, God, I don't like that. Like if Fiziev showed me an ability to avoid, big shots and not take shots clean, I'd be like Fiziev all day. But considering he's off a KO loss and he doesn't do well with those big, long, straight shots, that gives me a lot more belief Torres could pull this off. But, I think this is going to be such a fight that we look back on and be like, well, MMA either makes no sense or it makes perfect sense, because it's like, okay, Fiziev's only lost to Rufi and Gaethje in the last 4 fights outside of the Gamrot one, which was, there wasn't really
hurt. He got hurt, sure.
Be like, well, he's only lost to these guys. I mean, he could beat Manuel Torres. Sure. And he goes out there and wins, and everyone's like, yeah, Torres wasn't ready. Or he goes out there and loses to Torres, and everyone's like, well, yeah, that's why you don't freaking give him credit for losses. So, I don't know. I kind of think I lean towards Fiziev because he's the more proven guy. And I've never really thought Torres was like all that. I think he's just a guy that fucking goes out there, chucks. He's got a lot of firepower, but he could be figured out. I don't see anything that's special. Like, I don't see him as this like real technical guy that's going to break you down. He's not on the level of Mauricio Rufi. We haven't seen that he has the dog of like a Justin Gaethje. So that's why I like Fiziev, but don't love where he's at. somewhat of a quicker turnaround for him as well, coming off the KO loss. Torres got the punches that I think could give him problems. But I'll take Fiziev, man. I'll take Fiziev to get it done. Love Torres.
That was a long, long way of taking Fiziev, but not really complimenting Fiziev.
Yeah.
You're like, I'll take him, but I fucking hate his guts.
He's another guy that I think is like he looks good.
Yeah.
Like everything looks good.
Sure.
But I feel like every performance he's ever had, I'm like, I feel like you should be doing more. Like you should be better than the performance that you're having. Like even the times that he's gotten KOs, like his KO against RDA, that wasn't like a
round 5.
Holy shit. Fiziev's just fucking whooped up on him and TKO'd him in round 5. It was like, this fight's kind of competitive. And then he caught him with
he got Moicano early. And then the Brad Riddell fight was the one where Brad Riddell, they both were Muay Thai coaches at the same gym. They had history, and they went after it for a good bit. And he wheel kicked Brad Riddell in the 3rd round. But, Brad Riddell's retired now, so that doesn't really count. But, yeah. I mean, I know what you mean. He doesn't explode off the page with this crazy power, And he marks up pretty easily, too. So even if Torres, who obviously hits hard, doesn't knock him out, will probably close a fucking eye. And, that knee, you always got to worry about that fucking knee, him getting hurt or something. So, yeah.
Parker Too Saucy. Fiziev said his game plan will be to be on the front foot, and you don't want to do that with Torres, who has those elbows and counters. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah,
but he doesn't know any other way to fight.
That's right. He's always on the front foot. Yeah.
I think Fiziev might look to wrestle here early.
I think so too.
He's been looking to wrestle a lot more.
He's got a decent body lock takedown.
Yeah, I think could do him well.
Yeah.
But I don't know that he's like the greatest grappler when he gets you down. He just can't
he can get you down. He can't fucking hold you down,
but he can't
hold you down. No.
So
that's just a lot of energy for not really scoring a ton of points in modern day MMA.
True. It's a good fight though. I like it. It is
a good fight. I like the main event.
Should get some violence. Good live bet on this fight. True. Probably. But then, we get into round 2 and we're like, okay, he got past round 1. He's going to beat him up. And then Torres comes out, first punch he lands, right hand puts him out.
Yeah.
Of course. All right, let's rip some fucking cards, ladies and gentlemen.
Rip them.
We got a couple of elite MMA packs to rip tonight. Oh, that's
what if you rip your own card?
If I rip my own card, I will donate it to you, BP.
Oh, to me? Okay, cool.
So you can be in the drawing.
Nice.
All right, this is an exclusive pack, $60. See what we can get.
See if I can break the jinx. I'm on vacation. We're in a different location. Yeah. Let's see if we can get somebody good.
Oh my god.
I'm
disgusted.
Same old curse. Same old jinx from old BP.
I'm absolutely disgusted.
That's your girl too. You backed her and she dropped the ball for you.
I should get that shit to my house and burn it.
You should have a fucking whole thing. Whole thing.
Oh,
that's brutal, bro.
Don't remind me.
That's brutal. It's me again. It's me. I take full blame.
That was really bad, BP.
I take full blame.
Don't like that.
So these are the gold packs are the ones where you
that was a smaller one.
Yeah.
The
gold are the ones that you and Maddie have the cards in, correct?
I think there's like a couple in the smaller.
Okay. Gotcha.
But majority of them are in the gold, yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. We should get something better here. But it's got to be better than Macy Chase song. Please.
Anything can be. If we get a Kyler Phillips again, I'm going to be pissed. We get him like every fucking time.
Colby. Okay.
He's temporarily retired, so that might be worth a little more.
Recently retired, We'll see how he goes down in history, but that's probably a fucking sell back.
Yeah, we sell that back.
Oh, thank you.
I think he retires. He found out he wasn't invited to the White House, so he wanted to save face. He's like, oh, they didn't invite me. Oh, they didn't invite me because I retired. No, dude.
Oh, did I accidentally pull that?
Shavkat Rakhmonov.
What the fuck?
You don't even remember getting that?
No.
Even did someone send it to you? Can they send it when you ripping so many cards, bro?
I mean, that's got to be a good card, right?
I'd imagine. Talking about a guy who might not fight again. This he's been hurt for like 4 years. What's going on with him?
I don't know what the fuck. Well, I don't know where that came from.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Maybe, oh, shit. You know what?
What?
So I went in and like loaded up my packs before the stream. And I bought 2 of these and 1 of these.
Yeah.
I think it might have opened.
It opened one before you opened it?
Yeah, might have opened before it opened.
Look at that. Before I even get on, you get a Shavkat. We get on, we get Macy Shazan. I mean, that's.
But I don't know the value of it. I don't know what.
Oh, wait, that's weird. Yeah, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say the number, does it?
No. But I know the Kaboom cards are usually pretty good. Right?
Interesting.
Jeez. I mean, what the fuck? That would have been a nice pull for the live stream.
Kaboom is a case hit. There's usually a big hit. Yeah, that's a big hit. Trinidad says that.
What the hell, bro?
What the shit, man?
Okay. Well,
all right. Well, congrats, Hayden, for pulling that.
Thank you.
Wish we could have done it live and absolved me of my jinx, but all right.
Yeah, like that Kabooms, that John Jones Kabooms. I mean, I feel like that Shavkat had to be worth something. Here the cards.
Ooh, they look good, brother.
I told BP. Did I say this on stream?
What's that?
Oh
yeah. Go ahead, say it again.
If you have a BigJive card, if you pull a BigJive card and you don't win the giveaway, which is this right here. So if you pull one of these BigJive or Matty Betts cards, oh god, I just fucked that up. If you pull one of these, you are entered into the giveaway. There's only 20 of them. And if you get pulled, you win 2 tickets to UFC 329, 2 nights at the Bellagio, and an exclusive private dinner with the Homofight team, which I believe is going to be on Friday.
Gorgeous.
Which you can do at homofightcards.com. But if you pull one of my cards and you don't win the drawing, I will buy it from you. Okay? Just DM me. You can get it shipped to your house. I'll buy it from you, or you can. I don't know if I want to give you my address to have it shipped to my house. That would be a little bit weird. I don't know. I don't want you guys to know where I live, just in case. But,
you guys can know where I live. I don't give a shit.
We'll get something figured out. But either way, if you don't want to sell it to me, you could sell it back to the collectibles for $200.
It's a dope. You and Maddie both look dope in your cards. I'll give them that. The cards look fucking sick.
I need one of those on my wall.
100%, dude.
Dude, I'm really pissed that I didn't get to fucking pull that Kaboom on stream.
Damn.
And I don't even know how much it's worth.
That's weird. It's not saying how much it's worth. That's usually the first thing I look at.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's rip another one. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's do
another one.
Yeah, let's go.
Maybe this is good luck.
Good luck.
It's 1K. They're saying it's $1,000.
Holy crap!
Boom! And I didn't even get to react to it. I just found it in my wallet.
I'm your UFC car guy, 3PC. Yeah, he knows.
Give me another one. Give me the John Jones Kaboom. Alexis Pereira. Okay.
Alexis Pereira, that's my guy. It's not value now.
Yeah, value-wise, not great, but it is a cool card.
It is a cool card.
Into your Topps Chrome.
I tell you what, I love Pereira. I really don't like this wine fest he's got going on right now.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's not a good look. I mean, I get it. You're upset you lost, whatever, but like you also didn't look good in the fight. It's not like you were winning, dude. You look like you were stuck in mud. All right, I digress, but yeah, I do like
doing another one, VP.
All right, ripping another one.
I'm rage ripping right now.
Rage ripping.
Rage ripping. Dakota Decheva.
Okay.
What the fuck? I didn't even know they had PFL cards.
Not sure. She's a star. Just,
I mean,
that's like Russ's girl. Russ loves her. He thinks she's going to be the next big thing. Low value. I think she's a phenomenal fighter.
But I mean,
UFC needs to make a trade right now for her.
Like, is that even ever going to be worth anything though? Because she's PFL. So I mean, like, even if she comes into the UFC and does big things, like,
yeah,
the PFL card going to be worth anything?
No. Russ just said he'll buy it. Don't sell it. Russ is saying that right now in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they need to hear me out. This is what the PFL needs to do, right? I know they just signed Vieira, so they need females. The UFC, they made a trade back in the day. Demetrius Johnson been asking. Trade Cyril Gahn for Dakota. Fixed it.
Oh, yeah. I'm down.
Fixed it. Fixed it.
I'm down for that. I'm buying another one. Fuck it.
Sorry.
BP.
Got excited. I'm so sorry. This fucking mic, man.
All right. Last one, I promise, and then we'll get to the segments. But I really want to pull something good.
You did. We just didn't get to do it on stream. Yeah.
Dude, why is it the good card I pull? I don't even get to like see it. Johnny Parsons. What the fuck is this, bro? Is this guy even in the UFC anymore?
Nah. Old Waterfall.
Kentucky
Waterfall Johnny Parsons is no longer in the UFC.
Get it out of my face.
Sell to Johnny. Johnny probably doesn't even know he's in the pack. He'll buy for you for $200 hairs.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, go rip some packs and please get the fucking Hey Jive card, get the Matty Betts card so that you can get a chance to get to UFC 329. Expenses paid. UFC 329. 2 tickets.
So sick.
2 nights at the Bellagio and a private dinner. Go get your cards. homofightcards.com. All right. There we are. Okay. BP, who are we emptying the clip on this Saturday? I know you have gotten, pretty similar record to me, 9-10. Didn't have one last week. This week,
missed last week. Probably would have hit last week. We're on, but I'm not gonna say it for sure. Go ahead and reveal who it is. Yes, sir. Nas, my boy Nas. Again, I said earlier that if I had to do it over again, because Hayden makes the graphics, I try to get him the picks early. It would be Fiziev. Nas, I said I'm not going to be too biased. I'm not going to load up on him. And here I am emptying the clip on him. But I trust my guy. Home country. He's going to show out. And I think he's going to have a great performance here. He's going to rebound well. So I'm sticking with it. I love Nas. Try to give you guys kind of like a lower number as opposed to a blow-up number. I did give a blow-up number in 50 parlay. Sorry. We need to win that one, though.
Okay. No, you give
Nas.
Give a better one. I am going with a pretty sizable favorite, but I'm not going to lie. I don't see how he loses. Big Don.
Yeah.
Big Don.
He's
Big Don's got to win, dude. Big Don, he's got to get it done. All right. Finish, decision, whatever. He's fucking getting it done.
He'll get it done.
Michael Laswell lost last week. You might want to bet Theodore Berggren. Okay.
Back to Swede.
All right. 3-punch parlay. We got 1 leg from BP, 1 leg from me, and a combined leg here.
I didn't even see my thumbnail today. God damn, I look fucking dope.
Yeah, you like that?
Can't grow a beard, but I might need to move to Azerbaijan. Sure, Bullet. You know it, boys. I like the Bullet, even though Russ is puking in the chat right now. Bullet getting it done.
Gotta get it done. I'm throwing Donchenko in there.
Donnie ball game. Okay.
I made the final decision on the 3rd leg.
Sure.
And it's a short line. So we got a couple big faves and a short line here. It's gonna be Fiziev.
Nice.
We both went win 'em. And he's gonna be your empty the clip. So I thought,
yeah.
Well, BP's locked in on vacation. This guy's just absolutely got it dialed in. And we need a win more than ever. We're 2-17 on the 3-punch parlay. So if it comes down to the hometown guy in the main event for us to cash, he better fucking get it done.
He better get it done. Oh, can't get too loud. This mic will fucking explode.
All right, sicko time. BP, you're up pretty well on the year, plus 19.59 units, 2-17, but you've been hitting the big ones.
Yeah. I wanna finish the year. I want to hit at least 5 this year.
Oh,
So we got Omakayev money line, little plus money. We got under 1.5 for Abus Olasheshek, under 1.5 for Salskara Ferreira, and then we got Fiziev money line 15-16, babe. 15-16. I love it. I went 4 legs. 4 legs are definitely tough to hit. I try to keep it at 3 at most, but you know, if Almabay or excuse me, I keep saying Almabay. If BigJive wins, we keep moving and we keep moving because under Fiziev locked up, babe. We need that leg 1 to hit. We need that leg 1 to hit.
Need the dog to come through, and then a couple pick 'em lines or close to pick 'em.
Yep.
Plus 15-16. That's BP sicko. My sicko is not on the fucking screen. What the hell?
What's going on?
What's going on here? All right, well, you can talk about that while I fix this. Oh, there we go.
Bruce Cruz.
Easy fix.
Okay, fix it. I was all teed up, ready to go. Bruce Cruz.
It was just out of order. But it's okay. I got my sicko lined up.
Bada bing, bada boom.
And I'm going 3 legs. And I'm going to call this the fraud check parlay. Because there's a lot of frauds on this card. And we're getting... How are you doing?
Say hi. You want to say hi? They're the kids. Red face.
Oh, yeah. A lot of sun.
Yes.
Fraud check parlay, BP. A lot of frauds on this card.
Yeah.
And I'm fading all of them. And I can get all 3 at underdog odds.
Okay.
Like number 1, Jefferson. Nascimento.
Love leg 1. Love leg 1.
Plus 110. Leg 2, Con Offley. Javier Reyes, if he's a fraud, like I think he is.
Correct.
Con Offley can beat him.
Okay. Don't hate the first 2 legs.
If you want to juice it up, little sub for Con Offley if you want to go really for it. And leg number 3, Eric Nolan, plus 1244.
Okay. I wanted to hate that, right? I disagree with you in the Offley and the Nolan pick, but I did respect you picking Nolan because I think I agree with you. Offley, we're not going to get there, but I love that. 1244. I'll play it. I'll play it because you're my guy, and hopefully win some money.
Yeah, Offley's the one that scares me the most because I think Reyes is just I think he's a fraud, but he just keeps getting away with it. So maybe he gets away with it again, but I don't think the 2 Azerbaijan guys that I think are gas bags and not that good are getting away with it. I think they're losing. So I think it comes down to Offley, but 1244 on that. Donation. Okay. Donation for Ferreira, Torres, Michael. Okay. He's talking 3-punch parlay, I think.
Yeah, I think he was talking. Yeah, the 3 PC parlay needs a win. We need to inject some life in that. And I think we got a winner this week. Rah.
Let's go. All right, boys. That's going to do it for the show. 2 hours and 22 minutes in. BP, get us out of here. We appreciate y'all for joining the live stream. And if you're watching after the fact, we appreciate you for watching and tuning into the show every single week.
Of course.
We got the giveaway for this week on UFC Baku. And then in a couple weeks, we got the grand prize giveaway for UFC 329. Stay tuned for that. BP, any thoughts?
Chat, you're unreal. Thank you for the condolences for last week for my friend. You guys are the best. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We were rocking and rolling. Sorry for any audio difficulties on my end. I know it looks like I'm in the kitchen, but we're next week. Actually, there's not a fight, but maybe if Hayden's not busy, maybe we'll throw a little thing together before the Connor card and kind of pump up 329 because next weekend I believe Saturday is July 4th. So either way, MMA's coming at you. BigJive's not going anywhere, babe. Let's go. Hey, you're the best. Thanks, chat.
All right, chat. We'll see you on the next show. BigJive MMA Show. Yeah.